Welcome to another episode of Cosmic Kickback. Before we get into the stuff we have planned for this episode, we just want to address what's going on in the world right now, briefly. Nick, you want to go into that?
Yeah. So, as you know, like the Black Lives Matter movement has pretty much reached like a climax with a lot of protests and things going on. And I think as like a growing platform, we just have a responsibility to say that we stand with the Black Lives Matter movement. And I think that like police brutality is something that I think honestly since like I was a kid is like kind of always disgusted me, and like corruption. But I just want to let you guys know that we're on your side for any like people of color out there. Yeah, as a white person, I never am gonna understand truly what black people go through, but I can try to understand by educating myself, and we encourage you guys to do the same thing. We have some links in the description to some petitions you can sign to help and donate if you can. We'll have those in the description. Anything else you want to say before we get into the normal episode? Yeah, if you can donate, like at least use like social media and like share stuff and like watch videos and educate yourself. Yes, but for sure. I think it's cool. Like even like countries around the world are like stepping up. Yeah, all over the world. I think that is insane. Did you see like I think the UK the other day? Their streets were freaking filled. England's doing it. I saw stuff in Australia, I think. Stuff just, it's insane all over the world, and it's great to see, honestly. Yeah, it's great to see people come together for a common cause. Yeah, so keep up the peaceful protesting, sign petitions, educate yourself. We'll have in the description we'll have some links down to everything you can do to help, and we'll just go down with our normal, honestly stupid stuff that we always do in this podcast. Thank you for coming to listen. Yeah. So go check that out, honestly, before you even want to watch this. That's more important. And then if you want to get your mind cleared for a bit before you go back into that, you can watch the rest of this or listen to the rest of this. And to start off, we'll talk about some movie news that happened recently, Nick. I've written down some stuff. Get your thoughts on it. Hopefully you haven't heard any of it. Let's go. I got Ryan Gosling. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know? Blade Runner. Oh, yeah. No, I know the person. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, you know who he is. I know that. But did you hear why he's in the news? He went to, I think, Blumhouse, and I think it's Warner Brothers. No, it's Universal. And apparently he is going to be the Wolfman in a movie that he wanted to make. So he's going to be the Wolfman with their monster universe type thing. They just had the Invisible Man a couple months back. I actually wanted to see that. I was talking to my mom about it. Yeah. It was the last movie I saw in theaters before everything went to shit. You're right. I actually just watched it again last night because my dad wanted to see it, so we rented it on on the pay-per-view thing. And just had it on. I was on my phone just rewatching it. But yeah, Ryan Gosling is going to be the Wolfman. He went to the studio himself. He wanted to do this, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do it." He pretty much. I mean, that sounds cool. Yeah. I actually haven't seen him in any superhero related thing. Is it Wolfman like, a superhero? I mean, he's a creature. I don't know. That is true. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, it says. I wrote down on my notes it happened. Yeah, he's set to play the Wolfman in an upcoming reboot for Universal. Huh. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Because actually. The Wolfman was my favorite of like the old monster movies. Like when you say Wolfman, I think of like Scooby-Doo, and then that's not even like a real one because like they unmask him. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Jenkins. I'm excited to see like what they do. Like if it's gonna be. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, if it's gonna be because the first one was. Is that even based on like anything or just kind of like? Yeah, there was an original thing. Yeah, there was old Universal monster movies like Frankenstein, Dracula, all those. They had the Wolfman back then. There's that movie. I think it's like American Wolf in London. That was another something one like that. Yeah. The CGI, the practical effects in that one is really cool. Because he transforms really into a wolf and like literally, you see like his freaking snout grow out. It's fucking terrifying. I'm excited to see that. Let me see a couple other things before we get to the main stuff. Did you see the Tenet trailer? The new one? Yeah. No, I actually was wondering. Seen it, Nick? I've seen the whole thing. Yeah. Did they release a new one? No. This happened like a week ago. We just didn't talk about it when we last recorded. Oh, yeah. I've seen the trailers for it. Have we even talked about Tenet? No. Not really. But one thing I wanted to say, the plane crash? Did you hear about that? It's not a real bad thing. Like, how there's a plane crashing like in the trailer or whatever in the movie? Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, they crashed a real plane and filmed it.
Yeah, he likes doing shit for real.
And it was because apparently he said it would cost less to get the plane and then crash it than it would have cost to make it in VFX.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me. It's cheaper to just destroy a real plane.
I mean,
it's cool, bro. I love seeing practical shit. Even though it's like, I don't know, extremely advanced level. They were fucking crashing a plane. It's insane.
I'm old school with practical effects. Plus, that must have been so much fun, dude, for like the stunt guy or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Let's see. James Mangold, Indiana Jones 5. I think he's directing it.
Please stop.
You don't want Indiana Jones 5?
No, unless it's like unless you bring back. Was Shia LaBeouf his kid in the? You haven't even seen the fourth one, right?
I saw it a long time ago.
Well,
but Shia
LaBeouf was like his kid with Marianne or whatever the hell her name was. Dude, Harrison Ford is like what in his 60s, dude.
Dude, no, he's like in his like almost 80s.
You heard how pissed he was about coming back as Han Solo.
He said he only did because they were gonna kill him.
Well, he better. I don't want to see Indiana Jones die. Dude, that guy's my idol.
Let me see. Harrison Ford age. I'll look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure he's 77. Pretty old.
I'll probably see it just for nostalgia, but I'm not that excited about it.
So you think they're gonna let him fly a plane?
I don't know. Why, is he a pilot or what?
Did you not know that?
No.
Harrison Ford has gotten in trouble multiple times because he's flown his plane into like restricted airspace and shit. And then he's just like, I'm just trying to land this shit, and then it's like, get the fuck down. And then he had a crash landing once because he just crashed in the middle of a field because he couldn't find a place to land. He
just ran out of gas.
He still has his pilot license. It's like become a meme. He's
like
always
a real
doing
Han
shit.
Solo, bro.
Legit, like I think a month ago, he flew into like, there was a commercial flight that was gonna land or something, and then he just flew in and he was just like, I'm trying to land, and they're like, we got a flight trying to land, and he's like, I gotta land now.
Stupid.
He's always doing shit like this, bro. It's fucking funny.
He's just trying to get canceled by Hollywood.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be in shit
doesn't want to fucking
anymore.
participate in it. Oh, dude.
Besides those things, I think anything else would just be... Henry Cavill's back as Superman.
Oh, yeah, officially.
So, yeah.
Have you heard anything about Batfleck?
No. There was a rumor, though, and I sent it to you. Let me actually open up our Instagram conversation so I can read this. But, yeah, there's a rumor going on right now where HBO Max, as they're making the Snyder Cut confirmed... and let me find this real quick. Okay.
I love our DMs.
Go do this.
We should make a Patreon and just like
back and forth
expose our DMs.
Yeah.
It's great.
Here it is. Okay. So the rumor is that they want Batfleck back. They want him to get his own HBO Max original series. So it's either going to be
that's right.
a series or a movie. They don't know yet. They want him to come back. It'll follow from where the Snyder Cut leaves off, which is exactly where Ben Affleck's Batman movie that he was writing a couple years back where it would have continued, but he stopped working on that. Pretty much HBO Max, they want him back. They want him to finish his script. They want to either make it an original movie or series. Snyder's on board as executive producer, so he's down.
Yeah.
Affleck would be the showrunner, and then we would get Joe Manganiello. You know that guy?
Yeah,
he played Deathstroke in like a post-credit scene of the original.
I saw that.
Yeah, but he was going to be in it. And they said details on whether it be a miniseries or if they can get him and Affleck into a multi-season contract are still being negotiated. Expect an official announcement towards the end of the year. Source from comicbookmovienews.com. So that was that, dude. If that happens, I literally wrote "holy shit," and then also Margot Robbie is in talks to return as Harley Quinn. Warner Bros. They've begun early discussions about a new feature, which people are rumoring to be Gotham City Sirens, which would bring in Poison Ivy and then also Catwoman, I believe. So we're hyped for all that. DC's making big moves right now, and we love to see it.
We talk about DC a lot now, honestly.
Yeah, DC's making big moves.
It's funny how like the first episode was like
it was all
the
Marvel.
Peak of Marvel.
Yeah, now DC's coming in.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the comment.
You know, I want to see it, bro. I love I think we talked about this on the on Xbox the other night. Remember, we had like a hour discussion almost. I was just saying, like, you know, Marvel's done so much. I love Marvel, but I also love DC, and I just want to see DC have their day in the sun.
I want to see you guys win.
Yeah, I want to see something good happen. I want to see crazy shit. I want to see everybody pull up. I want to see
Everybody pull up.
Yeah, I wanted to see the whole Justice League. I want to see all the characters. I never saw that Green Lantern of Ryan Reynolds. I never saw it.
I mean, they had Deadpool kill him in a post-credit
that was
scene,
funny.
so it must be that bad.
That's so funny.
Even they fucking clown on it.
Yeah, it definitely. I heard it was terrible. Heard the CGI was all over the place. I've never seen it. Maybe we should watch it just to see how bad it is and then talk about it. That'd be funny.
It'd be pretty funny, yeah.
And then more news on the Air cut, Suicide Squad. He said his cut pretty much. His movie was supposed to be more of a drama, more serious tone.
Oh, that's right.
And as we know, that movie ended up being more of like it was like a Deadpool-esque, Guardians-esque, that they were trying to, they threw in a lot of music. They made a soundtrack. The
Eminem song.
Yeah, we talked.
Coming for your head.
There's a random ass Eminem. There's an Eminem song where they're, I think it's when they're putting on clothes and shit. And there's that scene where Harley Quinn's like putting on her shirt and everyone's looking at her.
Yeah, I was looking at her.
Yeah. It's in that scene, I think. They have this Eminem playing. It's like, guess who's back? And it's just like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the song they use. But pretty much he said that after the mixed reception of Batman vs. Superman and then the success of Deadpool, because Deadpool was so, I guess, a comedy-driven movie. I mean, it had action and shit too, but primarily a comedy movie.
Was Suicide rated R?
No, PG-13. But
because the OG one, the Air cut, meant to be rated R?
I don't know.
I don't know if you told me that or you told me the Snyder cut was rated R.
The Snyder cut, I think, is just going to be unrated because it's not going into theaters, so it could be either or. But I know Batman versus Superman, they had a release called the Ultimate Cut, which added like 30 minutes of footage, and then that extra footage made the cut rated R. Oh. And that's the one that
I just watch that instead of the Justice League?
The Justice League?
Oh, yeah, no, you're talking about
Batman vs. Superman? Yeah.
Okay.
It makes it better. It definitely does. When I watched...
You gotta watch that, bro.
Yeah, I have that one.
Do the movie night tonight.
Dude, I'm down to watch that one. I actually really like that one. Like, I've been a good...
I've seen Man of Steel and then the second one.
Oh, yeah. I've been an advocate of what's it called? Batman vs. Superman since it came out. One last thing before we move on. David Ayer has been saying a lot on Twitter, and I think it's because I think they are going to give him his cut, Suicide Squad. I think HBO Max is going to give it to him.
Yeah, I would be fucking pissed if they just did it for Snyder, and I'm like, what the...
I think it's going to happen because before the last, 4 years since his cuts came out, he's not really spoken much on it. Like, he hasn't... Snyder's been very outspoken because I think he did kind of... what happened wasn't his fault because, as we all know, there was a family tragedy which involved his daughter sadly committing suicide, I think.
Wow.
And that's really? That's why he dropped out and he couldn't work on it no more. So they brought another director to finish it, which included a lot of reshoots because after that, then they were like, oh, should we just make what we want to make? Because Warner Brothers were trying to go for a more Marvel tone and change up their whole universe. And that's where the big problem arose. So Snyder didn't really get a chance to do his thing. So I'm glad that they're giving it to him. I'm glad that he's doing good now.
Yeah.
But since then, David Ayer's never said anything about his Suicide Squad cut. And I think it's because he was kind of like, oh, it is what it is.
He's what he did.
Yeah, he was kind of like, oh,
whatever. I think of him sounding like with an accent.
What's his what it is. But he's been saying a lot more recently, and HBO Max has been like kind of flirting with him. Like, oh yeah, all over Twitter. So, but he's been talking a lot more. So I actually do think we're gonna get the Ayer cut, and I'm excited for it. But he said something on Twitter. He said, someone asked him about how in the first trailer, the Joker seemed more, I guess, sinister, more menacing, and he said that the reason why there was a different take in the film than opposed to the first trailer was because he was told his tone was too dark. First act was a normally constructed film, took inspiration from Nolan. Real scenes with incredible acting between Jared and Margot. The Joker was terrifying and Harley was complex. And then he said, imagine if Todd Phillips' film The Joker was reshot and recut because it was too dark. This is exactly what happened to Suicide Squad. Anyone who says my cut did not work owes me to say it directly to me. So he's going off. I'm here for it.
Do you think... Since I guess Harley Quinn didn't get that much development in the theatrical release of Suicide Squad, And then with Harley Quinn, they kind of pretty much developed her on their own. Do you think when they release the Ayer cut, there's going to be some like, what's the word? Like continuity errors, I guess? Because they're pretty much like, this is how we wrote the character. Then Harley Quinn came out, and I guess...
Oh, the Birds of Prey movie?
Yeah, Birds of Prey. And they can't reshoot this one. They're just going to release it as it is, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could just treat them as two different things. I mean, it's the same actress, though, but... I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think there could be too much that messes up with it, because, like, what happens in Birds of Prey? She meets some
She just
new
frees
people.
herself from the joke. It's pretty much after Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so I can't imagine too much happens. I think all it'll add is kind of a backstory, which is just more character development, which I'm all here for.
Let's expand on it.
Because I think what's great, despite what's happened with a lot of DC's movies, I think their casting has been on point with like everything. You know, like where have they messed up? Maybe Lex Luthor. Maybe that was just the writing.
And that boy Sam.
Who knows? Who knows? But Henry Cavill, spot on Superman. Ben Affleck, spot on.
Margot. Johnny Sins play fucking Lex Luthor.
He would look like him,
dude.
He'd be right on.
I would be so fucking intimidated.
Margot Robbie, spot on Harley Quinn. They had Will Smith as Deadshot, spot on.
I think that was good too, honestly. I think people roasted it just because of like. That's like having freaking you haven't seen Uncut Gems, but like.
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, it is. Like Adam Sandler's this comedian, and like this personality plays like this really like dark and like shitty character, but since it's Adam Sandler, it gives him like a charm. And I think the same thing happens with like Will Smith. It's just like, oh shit, like it's like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air playing like this.
He's a good actor
like,
too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see a lot of the actors that got shitted on be redeemed when the
Gal
cut comes out.
Gadot, great actress.
Oh, dude.
What's his name? Plays Aquaman.
That dude. Oh, dude.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. I knew it rhymed with more.
They had Ezra Miller as the Flash. He didn't really do much in Justice League, but...
I heard he just got pushed around.
Could have been just because of the reshoots. We don't know. The guy that I feel most bad for, because everybody else, all these actors, they're already well known. If they were never cast, they still would have had a great career, you know? But I feel bad for they cast, I think his name is Ray Fisher, I believe. He plays Cyborg in Justice League. I feel bad for him because he is actually he was on the rise. Justice League was his first like big movie, and he in the theatrical cut is just like he gets nothing. Apparently, he barely is in it. And Zack Snyder has gone in the past to say that Cyborg was like not the main character of the team, but he came out because the whole team gets their own scenes. But he said he has like a big part in his version that was completely cut from the theatrical. And I feel bad for him because if this movie would have came out and it would have been better, then he could have had a lot better, more roles, you know, more directors, more screen.
Every movie you do is pretty much like it's your work.
It's like adding to your resume.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you see my work, click play. You know, and he's fine in the movie. He seems like a good actor. He's just kind of there. They don't really give him a good introduction. He's just kind of there. He shows up in one scene. You haven't seen Justice League. We'll watch it eventually just so we can review it, and you can see it.
We've got so much DC to talk about because I've only probably seen like a handful of DC movies.
I think I've seen every single one of them. I started Wonder Woman yesterday, but I didn't finish it.
I need to rewatch Suicide Squad, dude, because I'm being honest. I think like Blade Runner, I fell asleep. And I barely fall asleep in movie theaters.
Dude, Suicide Squad.
I just woke up when like they were fighting the Enchantress and like they threw a bomb. Something like that. One
thing that happened a lot, I think there's a lot of dark tragedy in that movie that got cut out. Like one thing
when Harley like jumps down to that vat thing and he like lifts her out, that is actually a really cool scene.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of good cinematic shots. One thing that happened is the character Diablo, the guy that has the fire powers.
Oh yeah.
I think David Ayer said this was one of the only things that he convinced them to keep in the movie. Is there was a scene, and it's very brief in the movie we got. I don't know if it'll be extended or there's more context to it in his version, but in the theatrical cut, there's a quick little flashback when he was living with like his like daughter and his wife, and he kind of it's hard for him to control his powers, and he kind of like I guess, accidentally lit the whole house on fire, and he killed his wife and his child.
Didn't they show a flashback? Like,
yeah, they showed this. This was in the movie.
Oh yeah,
but
didn't they just show like his house on fire though? It didn't show like a flashback.
Yeah,
he's like,
they didn't show him killing them. I don't think. I think he showed them having like an argument with his wife or something, and then it just cuts to him being arrested and the house is on fire in the background. But
he seemed like an interesting character that didn't get a lot of development.
Exactly. And David Ayer said that he had much more development for that character, and he said that one scene of tragedy they were going to cut out because they were like, oh, it's too dark, he's killing his family. And he was like, bro, it adds to the character. And he was like, come on. And then he said he fought for that to be kept in, and he said that was one of the only things that was kept in his theatrical release.
That's crazy.
Dude, I would be so pissed if I made a movie and I wanted this tone, and then the studio was like, let's make it a comedy, and they just completely recut my shit, and everything's reshot for lighter tones, and then my movie then gets laughed at. Oh my god, dude, I would be so annoyed. Come on,
I gotta give him respect for still like being able to work with him.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's getting a chance. It seems like. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for all that.
I hope they like both of the cuts when they get released just like blow up, and like Warner Bros can be like, damn, we gotta, because Marvel did this a long time ago, and I think especially with Black Panther it showed, but like letting directors just have full control and like more director based movies, because when James Wan did Aquaman, that was really good.
Yeah.
And I remember reading an article where they're like, oh damn, like it's just so good, and like he had full creative control, we should just kind of let our directors do their things. Yeah. Wonder Woman was great
Starting
too.
To learn.
I know, dude. Fun.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 2 was supposed to be out like in a month from now, I think. Or maybe, was it this month? Was it June?
Damn it.
Was it supposed to be out in June?
Probably, yeah.
I think it was supposed
like a
to be
summer
out.
movie.
Yeah, but it's been pushed back to
I was excited for it too.
August, I think. So not too far back, but we'll see it eventually. You know how it is.
How did Wonder Woman get... Oh, dude, I'm still confused.
On what?
Because if it's 1984...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like she was also fighting in World War II.
World War One.
Or World War One.
Yes.
Yeah,
she don't age, bro.
So like
she's
all
like
this...
an Amazonian. She's like, I think her dad is Zeus.
So in Justice League, she's just been alive for like
she's like a
90 years.
She's been alive for like 100 years or more.
Huh.
She's like a demigod.
Oh.
I think her mom is...
That's pretty cool.
Actually, I think they're all like they're humans, but they're like better humans. They live longer. They're stronger. Stuff like that. But then her dad is also Zeus, I believe. I think that's the story. In the comics, it goes back and forth. And then I think in the movie version, they went with the version where they this is a weirder version in the comics. They literally, she says that someone molded her out of clay. She was brought to life by Zeus. I think that's cool. I think that's the version they went with in the movie. I think I remember her saying something like that in the movie.
Yeah, because Greek philosophy is really weird.
Yeah,
like Zeus had his kids come out of his head or something.
That's what you got to do.
Anyways,
is that all the news, Nick?
All right. Well, going off of Snyder, what did you think of Watchmen?
I finally watched Watchmen. I saw the director's cut. Thanks to Nick letting me borrow his cut. I started watching it because it was on DC streaming service or whatever. And then I was like, hold up. I don't know if this is the director's cut. I want to make sure I watch that one. So I saw that one. And I was actually... I'm kind of annoyed I didn't see this when it came out in theaters. I can't imagine seeing this in theaters.
I remember just seeing the trailer after it finished and it was coming out on DVD. And I was like, dude, this looks fucking amazing, dude. Yeah. And I read the comic first, actually. Mm-hmm. The comic book was really good. It just gives more backstory on like the Minutemen, which was like the people before the Watchmen.
Yeah, like in before the 40s and all that.
Yeah. Dude, the intro scene is so cool, right?
I love the intro.
Oh my god.
It really gives you... It's cool because it gives you like a whole... Within like 2 minutes...
It explains like half the comic book and just like a freaking Bob Dylan song.
And it's able for me to understand everything. They use Bob Dylan. There's a lot of good music in this movie. I was surprised. They have All Along the Watchtower.
That's Zack Snyder, bro.
Yeah,
they give him full control.
It's so cool. They use 2 Bob Dylan songs. One was a Jimi Hendrix cover though. Then they also have a couple other. I can't remember.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Jimi Hendrix song
at the end of the movie when they go to pull up on what's his name,
Ozymandias.
Yeah, and then they go to the Antarctica or whatever.
Yeah, that was also from the comic, dude. There's so many cool parts that like. Bro, very rarely will I read a comic book and then watch something that's like if I read Scott Pilgrim and then watch the movie and I'm just like, oh, like they did it justice, dude.
I actually that's on my list. I want to read the Scott Pilgrim books.
Yeah, I haven't been Lock and Terror, bro.
It's true. I like seeing Dr. Manhattan's nuts on screen.
Dude, he didn't actually have balls, did he?
I think he did.
In the comic book,
behind the dick.
In the comic book, I think they give him genitalia,
obviously,
or they just give him like black spandex underwear.
Yeah, he pulls up in those a couple times.
Yeah,
like when they were in the Vietnam War and he's just walking all big, just like killing everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Imagine, dude, that you're not going to lose any war. I really loved how, because of Dr. Manhattan primarily, and then also Watchmen and the Minutemen, how things in history went slightly different. Like how it's like a different type of world.
Yeah, that's what I always thought of. Whenever I explain the movie to someone, I'm like, this is like an alternate reality 1960s where superheroes are like outlawed, but they still really operate. Cool.
And I was at first I was confused at the very, very beginning because they kill Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character right away, and I was like, I remember at first the first thought I was like, damn, like
that's like the first thing. I was
like, this dude's name popped up, and I was like, what the hell? I thought he was gonna be a big part in this, and he is. That he's just all in flashbacks from like, and it's edited really well because I remember being worried at the beginning. I was like, oh, is this gonna be like fucking flashbacks like every other like scene? And there are flashbacks, but they're edited in a way to where it still advances the movie and it explains everything.
Yeah, because like narration happens or like the color will change.
It's done very well because I was never lost throughout the movie. I always was entertained because it's a long movie, and I remember also being worried, like, damn, am I gonna hit that like 2.5 hour wall where I just am like, holy shit, dude, this shit's still going on? Because that happens with long ass movies. Like try watching Gone with the Wind or Casablanca. Them shits are old and they're like 3 hours long.
What?
Yeah,
Casablanca's 3 hours?
I think so. They're fucking long, bro.
That's like Jaden's favorite movie.
I've never seen Casablanca. I'll watch it eventually. I've seen
the last scene, which honestly kind of just like sums the whole thing up.
It's like you gotta see it. That's it. I've seen Gone with the Wind, which is I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it in a long time though. I don't remember what happens exactly. I know like the last scene where the dude cuts off the girl. He says, I don't give a damn.
Oh, I thought you meant like his...
Remember that?
No, I thought you meant like he was a serial killer.
No.
Like that's what the movie's about?
I think it's like there's one dude and a girl and they like fall in love, but she keeps tweaking.
It's a musical, right?
I don't think so.
Or am I thinking about The Sound of Music?
Sound of Music is what you're thinking of. And this one, the girl runs down the stairs and she's like, wait, like don't leave. Like I need you or like I love you or something, and then he turns and
fuck you,
and he says he's like, frankly my dear, I don't give a damn, and then he just turns and walks off, and that's how it ends.
Dude, that's a fucking alpha move.
It's like it's one of the like most quoted things.
Dude,
like
I would love to break
cinema
up with
history.
someone like that.
Yeah, dude, that's the move.
Frankly, my dear.
And there's actually the movie's so long. There's an intermission. Back when they had intermissions, it was like an hour, 40 minutes.
Just go and get popcorn.
Yeah, then there's an intermission. Then you come back and there's another like fucking movie to watch, pretty much. And in that intermission, fun fact, there's a picture they take. It's of like a very nice scenery, and it just says intermission over it. And that picture that they use is actually a place that I have visited in Little Rock, Arkansas, where my grandparents used to live. And I've been to it. I went to it years, and I never knew that was what it was till I saw the movie. And I was like,
a billboard or what?
It's not a billboard. It's a picture of like a very old architecture place where it's like a windmill. It's called the Mill.
Oh, like it's a photo of a place with intermission over it?
Yeah, it's not like a video of something happening. It's a picture of the place. It's called the Mill. It's in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's like a stone area. There's like water going down. There's like a cool little bridge.
That's pretty cool.
It's a cool place. I've been there multiple times, and I never knew that place was in the movie until I saw it. And I was like, holy shit, is that it? And I looked it up, and it is.
That's really cool.
Quite cool. What were we talking about? Oh, Watchmen. Yeah. What else happens in that shit?
Great movie.
Sex scene between Owlman and that one chick. He claps her and that's.
Oh yeah, with the fire.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's really cool. They're all up in the Owlman's like jet thing, and they're like flying above the sky. It's the first time they've come back after being outlawed. They're not allowed to do superhero shit no more, and he's like, I'm tired of being like a loser. Like, let's go do this. And then they both go out.
Like a pipe Dr. Manhattan's girl.
They save a couple people from a fire, and then they just fly up above the city, and then they just start having sex. And it's so funny because The scene lasted a while too. Those sex scenes are like 30 seconds in the
Yeah, but it was just like
it was like 2 minutes, and these dudes they're going at it, and there's music playing and shit. And then I don't remember what song it was. And then when the chick's about to bust, I think when they're both about to bust, she like touches a button which like shoots out flames, and there's just this shot of these like civilians looking up in the sky, and they see it, and it's just shooting flames out.
That was cool.
And then they go in right after they have sex. He's like, "Oh, we should go save our friend Rorschach from prison." Dude, that actor.
Dude, oh my god, when Rorschach is in the prison.
Yeah. That's
Dude. I've actually seen what's his name. What's the actor's name?
I forgot, but we talked about him before, and you told me, and I agree. I think after seeing this, I don't know why they did not cast him as Carnage in the Venom movie.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah,
that's who he is. No, I did a film festival like last summer.
He looks short. Is he like 5'5"?
Yeah, he's pretty short. He's cool.
He's still beating ass, bro.
No, dude, Rorschach is so fucking cool in that movie. He fights officers off with like a
that was cool.
Yeah, he fights him off with like a he's like the OG like superhero. If you had no powers, but just like the fucking
he's kind of like the Batman.
Fire inside you about like he's pretty much like Batman if he didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
And what's really cool is, and this was spoiled for me just because I knew who played him. I've seen like the actor before, but throughout the movie, there's a guy who's holding the sign up that says the end is nigh, and it's him. Yeah, and it's him the whole time. He's at all the places, like when the comedian dies.
Yeah, he's at the funeral.
He's at the funeral, like standing in front of there, and he sees all of his friends pretty much, but they've never seen his face because he always wears the mask. So he's kind of there. He's always
like
there.
Friends with superheroes, like with the mask on, but without.
That's what I would do, bro. I would not want people to know who I am, bro. Can't trust these fools. Yeah. Never know.
Did you you haven't read the comic, right?
No, I
don't know if they explained this in the movie because it's been a while since I've seen it. They said they got Rorschach's mask from this lady who, she got this like specially made dress from the dry cleaners or whatever, or from like a tailor, and it like in it had like these ink blots that like would move with like the heat of your face, like the heat of your body. And so what he did is like they didn't use the dress, so he got it and like cut it up and made a mask. And so that's why like it changes every time because like it just shows like his emotions and like all that. But yeah, it makes like the Rorschach mask.
That's cool.
I thought that was really. I like how they did it in the movie too. It looks so good.
It looks really good, bro. I love the design. I love great, bro. Rorschach, bro. And he's the only character in the movie who is still doing superhero shit. All the other ones are retired. They're like, oh, we just chilling. Like we're not gonna break the law. And he's kind of going.
Dude, it was so sad when the Night Owl, like the first one, like got attacked. Dude, that was so sad.
I felt so bad. I love how they had the scene there where he would like fight back and he would see like a glimpse of his past when he was like punching an old person from like the 40s, like back in his.
There's a lot of hard scenes
in his prime time, and then they pick up the fucking trophy and then just like bash his head and dude dead. Damn, you hate to see it, bro.
Dude, that makes me sad.
I love the scene. It's just. I was like, oh god, dude, I know what's gonna happen.
Then he gets the freaking gang guy in the bar, the gang member.
Oh yeah,
and he starts punching his fucking teeth out.
And then also when there's a flashback when they were still operating and Owlman is like flying, and then he's got the comedian there, and they're trying to stop people from rioting.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then Owlman's like, oh, like let's keep it peaceful,
it's like quietly disperse.
Yeah, and then the other guy, the comedian, he just jumps down and starts beating them all up. That's part of the reason why they got they stopped them from being able to work, right? Because the comedian was kind of tweaking.
Oh, yeah, he was part of the Minutemen and pretty much like a little bit part of the Watchmen.
Dude tried to rape that chick, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
Then he ended up at the end he kind of redeems his bad qualities a tiny bit.
Yeah, he felt like a lot of guilt and regret, which I respected for his character.
Yeah, and you start understanding it all kind of revolves around him in a way, a little bit, because you find out later on. I think it's Rorschach who goes and talks to an old villain who used to be like the arch nemesis of the comedian or something in their day, and he pretty much says that the comedian came to him when he was just sleeping and he was like drunk and crying, and he pretty much admitted,
and he's like, I fucked up.
Yeah, and he's like you're like the only thing I have is like a friend, and he's like, what does that say, and like all that, and he's like telling all this stuff, and he's pretty much found out before anyone else what happened, or like who's making this big plan to like
world peace.
Yeah, his plan is for world peace, which it does work, but it's like at what cost?
It's like immoral.
Yeah,
it's I don't want to spoil it. Like, and I know we kind of.
The movie's been out for like 10 years.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen it
know.
by now, I would highly recommend seeing it.
They pretty much find the solution to world peace eventually, but it's like very it's very questionable.
And I won't spoil who ends up being behind everything, but I was not expecting it. I wasn't actually.
Really?
I don't think I was.
Huh.
I think the reason why I didn't is
when I read the
because
comic, I was like, if I were to think anyone were to be, I thought it was either Dr. Manhattan or
I thought that I was thinking it was going to be Dr. Manhattan.
But he's like a perfect being.
Yeah, that's what confused me because I felt like what was going to happen is Dr. Manhattan was going to just be like, oh, like there's no need for humans. Like humans, are imperfect. So why do we need them? Yeah. Like for peace. And I was thinking he was going to end up being the bad guy. And I was like, dude, how the fuck are they going to fight this guy? He's like a god. But then, and the reason why I didn't figure out who it was, I won't say who it was for those who want to watch it. Okay, if you do, actually, this is kind of a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, just skip ahead 30 seconds.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. The one scene which didn't let me figure out who it was is the guy who it ends up being. He hires like a guy to come and attack him because they're assassinating.
Really smart.
They're assassinating people like old superheroes, which Rorschach thinks is happening. So he goes and warns this guy, like, oh, they might be coming to kill you because they're doing something. They killed comedian. You might be next. And he does get attacked by a guy but he paid him to attack him so it would look like he's not the guy. It's like a
publicity thing.
And then he fights back against him. He stops him from killing him. And the guy, he actually puts a cyanide pill in his face and makes him look like he killed himself.
He's very smart. That was like his superpower.
He was supposed to be like the smartest guy on the planet.
The smartest man on the planet.
Yeah. And he actually, he low-key beat Dr. Manhattan. I was like, dude, did he kill him? But then he came back. Because he's like, oh, you should have known.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Manhattan.
How did he beat him again?
The way he was created, he made the same thing, and then he had him walk into that same thing, and he turned it on.
Oh, didn't he
it destroyed his particles again?
Yeah, it's pretty much his entire being.
Yeah, dude, imagine that
Dr. Manhattan's
bro.
theme is so good, dude.
It is
freaking organ.
God, dude, I
love his flashbacks too.
These flashbacks were great. I love
from his origin story to how like he became like an exoskeleton and
dude,
I gotta watch that.
I love how they even did the one classic shot or picture from the comics where he's just sitting out like on the moon.
On the moon.
He's sitting on the moon, just like he's just sitting there like thinking. I love how they did that. He went to Mars at one point. He made his whole thing.
The actor too has a really good, very good voice for him.
Oh yeah, dude, the voice was
he pretty much just voice acted.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we talked about it, but the new series came out, and I heard it was actually pretty good because Dr. Manhattan's in it.
He is,
and they talked about how he grew up in an orphanage, and when he got his powers, I'm probably explaining this like shit, but they pretty much go to a flashback to where like Dr. Manhattan created Adam and Eve. And
that's interesting.
He created like these two like, I guess, parents for himself that were perfect.
That's
and then they just
very
like
interesting.
Society.
That's my next show I'm gonna watch.
Is that on HBO Max?
It is.
We should watch that together.
Yeah, that's the next show. I started Chernobyl. I watched the first episode.
It's good, right?
Yeah,
it does not let up.
I have not finished the second one yet. I just started like a day or two ago, so I'll probably finish it.
Watch Watchmen together. Dude.
Yeah, I'm down to watch Watchmen. I'll
rewatch the movie to kind of refresh.
Mm-hmm. I watched people from I think they call themselves the Corridor Crew. Have you heard of them? They're kind of like a VFX people. They do the VFX artist react. Have you seen any of their videos? It's really good. You should look at them. They all sit down. They do VFX. They're actually the people that created that viral video where there's like a robot and they're kind of, people are like messing with the robot and the robot kind of like fights back for a second. Have you seen that viral video?
No.
You haven't? Damn, bro. I remember it blew up the internet and people were thinking it was real because their VFX looks so good.
Wait, is it like just the robot and they're just like hitting it?
Yeah. It's that one.
Yeah.
And then like it catches
I was thinking like a real like freaking like human lookalike.
No, it's like a robot. Like, and they also did the one with the robot dog, you know?
Yeah, and they were pushing the dog and it was trying to open the door.
They made all of those and people thought it was real and they were like, dude, robots are like, they can't fuck with this. You know, but it was actually just VFX and they fooled the internet pretty much. They did that. They have 2 channels where they do VFX work and they also have VFX artists react and they react to scenes from movies. And it's very interesting because it's things that I would never notice because I don't fucking do VFX. But they talk about there's a character in the Watchmen TV show. It doesn't spoil anything, but there's a character, I forget what he's called. He's similar to Rorschach in the sense that he has like a mask, but his mask it's like a mirror. It's kind of completely metallic, but they said they couldn't make any they couldn't find a real material in real life where they could have put on a mask that would like form fit to your face like Rorschach's does, and it still had the mirror image of everything around him, because then they were trying to film and they didn't want the camera to be in it. So they were like, how do we film this? And they explain how they do it, and it's completely VFX, but when they filmed it, they actually had the guy have like a GoPro on his head. So the actors that he's acting against, it's recording their faces, and then they take that camera footage and then they mirror it on his face. So like they're actually getting, that guy. And they're actually getting all of the room stuff, and they actually 3D scanned the entire room, the entire set, and they did a 3D digital like reflection thing. It's really insane, all the work they did just to get scenes with this dude with his mask. But it looks really good. Like, just looking at it, you would think it's like a legit mask that they just made, but they couldn't make anything that looked like as real as they wanted it to.
That's so cool.
Really cool. I recommend watching them. They have a lot of their VFX reacts.
Damn.
So yeah. Anyway, Watchmen's great. I was very excited to see it.
Can we open this Phaseberry, dude? It's been sitting
Oh
there.
yeah. Let's open up new G Fuel dropped sour Phaseberry.
Was the OG one just like
the OG one is just straight berry type flavor. Did Jaden ever open this before Jaden left?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
He tasted it.
I don't think he... Oh, he did? Okay. All right, so we're going to give it a taste as we usually do. Okay, Nick, I'll let you go first. I've never tried the normal Phaseberry, so kind of sucks. I can't really compare it to that. But I've tried the Phaseberry cans, and so I guess I have a slight idea of what it tastes like. So, come on, Nick. Fill that hoe up.
A little bit more. Alright. I don't want to put too much.
Oh, shit. My bad.
I feel like most of the like G Fuel things are like sour when you put enough of it.
Yeah, that's what I
never
do.
tasted like a mild. Well,
the straight sour ones, I usually like to put more water in because I like them less.
dude, I want to try the strawberry and banana one.
That one's so good, man.
Talk about it.
I only have it with milk now because it's good with water. It's more refreshing with water, but with milk, it's like a freaking strawberry banana milkshake or like smoothie. It's so good.
It smells like, you know those Costco smoothies they have? That's what it smells like.
I'm dumping it in. Yeah, if you're listening to us, we're putting the new fuel into the cup.
Switch the battery, bro.
Okay, dang, I could sniff that. Yeah, Jaden took a snort of this before he left. He was here before we started recording. He had to go pull up on the Steph, his girlfriend, boyfriend duty. You know how it is.
I don't.
Well, that is true. All right, let me give this a shake. Got some ASMR for you guys listening. Okay.
This better be good, Phase, alright? I heard a lot of shit about you.
That is true. Okay. You ready for the sip, Nick? Ooh, that bitch popped. Alright. Nick?
Clink. Yeah, it tastes like it's carbonated. Does it not taste like that?
Hey, I got some bubbles. Ooh, wow, what the hell? You know, before I lose my thought, it tastes just like that sour Jolly Rancher.
Really?
To me, it does.
Have you ever tried like cranberry ocean spray?
No.
That's what
Really? What it tastes like to you?
Yeah.
I think
those
there's
like giant bottles.
Yeah.
Let me show you a bottle of it.
The fruits that they show on the front of this, like anime,
It tastes like cranberry.
There's a blueberry right there. There's a strawberry. I think that's a pomegranate, and I think that is a cranberry right there. So that's a couple fruits. I think their Phaseberry is just supposed to be like a ton of fruit, kind of like a.
It's like this, bro.
I have tasted cranberry before. I prefer lingonberry though. It's more sweet. Cranberry is more tart.
Wow, this is actually pretty good. Normally I don't. Good job. Good job, FaZe. Y'all should do gaming or something.
That's actually really good. I think it's like it's not too sour, I don't think. What do you think, Nick?
It's not like overwhelming.
I think you definitely taste a little bit of sour in there. I'm a person that enjoys sour candy.
We gotta start rating the G Fuels, bro. We started tasting them like every other episode.
Rate every single one of them.
I'd give this one a light 8.
A light 8. Let me taste it again.
It's not my
Is it your favorite?
Dude, honestly, my favorite is the Swedish Fish one.
that stays spot on.
Dude,
Swedish Fish.
Because I love Swedish Fish and just tasting it in liquid form, dude. I'd give it like an 8. It's pretty good. It's not like
wow. I like it. It's not. It still has like a Fazeberry like fruity type taste, but there's like a hint of sour in there, which is reminiscent of, to me, Jolly Ranchers. I think it's like the blue Jolly Rancher or the green one. But like the aftertaste to me, it tastes like a sour Jolly Rancher. But it doesn't taste like that when I'm drinking it. It tastes more fruity. Like a cranberry, like you said.
Yeah. If you try the Ocean Spray.
Intriguing. I like it. I'll put that right here so we can keep talking about shit as we move on. Are we going to go to the main thing now, Nick? Or is there anything else? What are we talking about? We
finished. I was just about to ask you something, bro.
Oh, ask me.
I forgot.
Nick.
What were we just talking about?
Cause Watchmen, and then the Watchmen show, HBO Max.
Oh, we're talking about rating.
Rating Fuel. Your favorite Swedish Fish. All right, we're gonna move on to the main topic.
Yes.
All right, so we have compiled a list. Actually, we didn't compile it. We're just taking their stuff for content. You know, like everybody on everywhere. Dude, everyone does it. So I have taken the time to very professionally.
You want to show them?
Yeah, you
probably can't even see it.
If you're on YouTube, you can see this is what you're watching. Well, yeah, I don't think that's coming up. It's so tiny. Pretty much, you can look up the list if you're listening. So you can look at pretty much Rotten Tomatoes. They put together a list or what are these called?
A list of like the best summer movies.
It was like
and there's over like 64 different movies from like a pretty much like a college basketball bracket.
It's a bracket. That's what it is. They made a bracket of movies. So movie against movie. They did summer movies, and they had people vote on their own website for who they think would win. And then each week they would have the next round, and all the viewers could go and vote on their favorite movies. And they could just say what their winner.
Yeah, we can just say the winning one. Pretty much,
we're gonna do our own.
Yeah.
I have started off the bracket at the very beginning with there's 32 movies on the left that Nick is going to put his answers to, and then there's 32 on the right side of the bracket, which I will say which are better, and then I guess we'll both debate the last one, but we can also talk about like our own choices on certain ones if we have any disagreements or anything. But yeah, Rotten Tomatoes put theirs out, and they got The Empire Strikes Back as the best summer movie, which. Good movie.
I would like to point out that Shrek the Third beat out Saving Private Ryan. Dude, Saving Private Ryan.
There's a lot of questionable votes.
Not that Shrek, like the whole thing sucks.
The third
Shrek,
one's trash.
Yeah, that's the fucking worst one.
The first Shrek beat out Men in Black, which I agree with that. I can kind of understand. Yeah. You know, Shrek goes hard.
Maybe Shrek the Third could beat out the second Men in Black.
That's possible.
Actually no, maybe kind of questionable.
I've never seen any of the Men in Blacks, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think we actually
I've seen clips, but I have not seen.
I think we've picked this side pretty well. I think I have seen The Fugitive. That's good.
Yeah. So Nick's seen most of the movies on the left. I have seen most movies on the right. I believe.
And I even voted on some of these. Dude, high-key Jaws should have went up against Star Wars. That's what I thought.
Jaws, that is a good. Yeah, I agree. What did Jaws lose against?
Raiders.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Dude. Okay, I love Raiders. Indiana Jones is my favorite. Fucking.
All right, so. All right, Nick, you can start on your left side, and you want to just just go.
I think we should just bounce back and forth.
Yeah,
and I'll pick my movie. You'll give me your 2 cents, but in the end, it's my side of the bracket. So I'll just kind of pick.
Okay, so we'll go back and forth, starting from the top left of the bracket, which is Nick's side. Nick, what movies are against each other?
So we got The Dark Knight versus Ghost. We got Men in Black versus Shrek.
No, Nick, just start. We don't got to read all of them. Okay, let's just we'll pick the 2 and then we'll go.
All right, so The Dark Knight versus Ghost.
Patrick Swayze movie Ghost. This classic scene where he's they're making that clay pottery. It's very romantic.
Feeling her up.
They're getting dirty.
I'm just gonna pick The Dark Knight.
Damn,
it's a good movie. I haven't seen Ghost in a while.
Patrick Swayze's dead.
So is Heath Ledger.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So good pick, Nick. I agree with it. Ghost is a good movie. But
I'd say more people are talking about The Dark Knight at this point in time. It has more longevity.
Yeah, I agree with that pick wholeheartedly. I want to get into some ones I'm going to disagree with you with, so I'm going to go kind of...
I know, I just want to be like, yeah, nice.
What's the first one? I have Empire versus Revenge of the Fallen. Oh my god, this isn't even a question. Empire is definitely.
Wait, isn't that like the second one?
Oh shit, we're getting a call from Christian.
God damn, bro.
Y'all remember Christian? Oh, Nick declined. We're doing okay. Yeah, I'm picking Empire because Revenge of the Fallen, the Transformers movies. I don't remember much.
The first
about
one's
them.
really good.
I think I enjoyed the first one. I think the second one.
Jaden enjoys all of them.
Yeah, this is Jaden's favorite movie franchise.
You're supposed to be here. Fuck.
Yeah,
He could have been hyping this up.
he would have definitely picked. He might have low-key picked. There's a couple Transformers movies on the list, so he definitely would have picked them. The only
Bumblebee should be on there, dude.
Oh yeah.
Poster back.
The only thing I remember about Revenge of the Fallen before we move on is I saw that with Jaden actually. And I went with his dad and I think his little brother Leon. And the one thing that I remember from that movie, I don't remember how it ended. I don't remember any of the fight scenes. The only thing I remember is the scene where Sam Willie or whatever Witwicky goes to college, and then that one girl's pulling up on him, and she like gets on top of him, and she's like trying to fuck.
Oh my god, yeah, and that tail comes out.
And it's a transformer, and then his girlfriend Megan Fox comes in and like sees him, and then she's like dipping because she's mad, but it ends up being a transformer. But I remember
seeing. You mean like she's a trans person?
No.
It's bad.
It's a transformer. Evil Decepticon. And I remember I was like,
his scream is so funny in those movies. He's like, ah! He has such like a freaking like child scream.
I didn't know what to do because I was still like, I was at the beginning of my puberty, and I was like, oh my god, like there was legs on stuff. You know what I mean? Like there was a girl looking all attractive, and I was like sitting next to Jaden's dad, and I was just like,
getting a boner.
Awkward.
What are you?
No, dude.
Dude,
I was like.
No, what do you mean? Like you just felt like awkward being next to another guy?
Dude, it's like when you're like still young and you're watching it's even when you're older when you're watching a sex scene in a movie if your mom's like right next to you and they're just like, give it to me, daddy.
Titanic.
Give it to me.
Okay,
daddy.
that's weird.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm just like, my mom's next to me. I'm just like, oh my god.
Isn't this great, son? Like,
it's like watching Game of Thrones with your parents, and like because they're
when fucking Momoa's
and
like
they're just like clapping her.
Daenerys.
He's literally raping her, and then you're just like, let's get into it. And then like your dad and mom are just sitting. It's like that's how I felt, and it was even more.
It's like
awkward.
when I'm watching anime and some like.
It's like the weird scenes.
Yeah, it's like whenever people catch me watching anime, it's like the only sexual part. It's like.
Yeah, and it was even more awkward for me because it was Jaden's dad next to me, not my own dad.
The manliest.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Empire wins. Nick, what are the next two movies on your side?
Honestly, I kind of want to bounce around.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can jump through whatever.
All right, Avengers versus the Phantom Menace. That's another easy one. I'm just gonna do the easy ones, honestly. Phantom Menace is like probably.
Is that the one of Darth Maul?
Scraping the barrel of Star Wars movies.
That's the one of Darth Maul, right? The Phantom Menace.
I will say that was Avengers over Phantom, but I did enjoy Darth Maul.
It's like the only good part of the movie, unless you just like pod racing.
Oh, and Jar Jar Binks. I still think he was Snoke, low key.
You think he was an evil Sith Lord on the
Would
low?
you have preferred? No, I'm just kidding. This is a joke. Would you have preferred if they just bring back fucking Jar Jar as a Sith instead of Emperor?
Fuck yeah, dude, that would have
been better. Dude, that would have subverted fans' expectations, dude.
It definitely would have.
I would have been like, oh, the freaking Emperor's cackle was in the freaking trailer.
I don't know if it would have.
You just see Jar Jar come out in like a black robe.
Dude, bro.
Oh.
I don't know if it would have been better, but I know it would have been more
surprising.
Yeah, people would have.
I would have been less mad.
I think so as well.
But I also would have been confused.
I'm going to do...
Hey, what the fuck?
Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire versus Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones. This is probably a better one.
Wait, the first Spider-Man?
First Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire.
I'd say the first Spider-Man. I'd say the Temple of Doom, in my opinion. Is
Temple of Doom the second one?
That's the one when that chick's always screaming and like, Kalima. They take that guy's heart out.
Oh my god.
Dude,
that scared me when I was a kid. I remember I was like,
that was fucking weird.
It scared me as a kid.
Of practical effects.
It scared the shit out of me.
The only good thing about that freaking movie is two things: the opening scene when he's getting shot and he's like taking cover behind a gong that's rolling, and then Short Round, which is his freaking sidekick the whole movie. Those are the only two good things.
Yeah, I picked Spider-Man. I agree, just because it's more memorable for me, more of my childhood.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was born in the 70s and saw that as a kid.
Wait, is that really the line? Dead Man's Chest versus Raiders. Wasn't Dead Man's Chest over here?
Nah.
Or was that the Black Pearl?
Black Pearl.
Oh, Dead Man's Chest is the second one. Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen all the pirates. I've just seen a couple of them.
It's okay. I'll give you. Have you seen Smokey and the Bandit? Because I haven't seen that.
Have not.
Damn.
Don't even know what that is. Sorry.
I'm already gonna put Jurassic Park versus Smokey and the Bandit. I'm guessing Smokey and the Bandit's like some buddy cop movie.
Probably.
I'm probably wrong.
Sorry for any of you Smokey and the Bandit fans out there.
We have a huge fan base of Smokey and the Bandit listeners. I'm so sorry, but Jurassic Park, because for its time, that movie was fucking insane.
Bro, it still is insane that they were able to do that.
Yeah, dude, I think that's the first.
T-Rex.
I think that was one of the first movies where it was like practical effects mixed with like computer generated things.
Definitely was one of the first. It was insane. Let's see.
Dude, I could not imagine being the first like people in theaters to see that and going home and like telling your friends like they have fucking dinosaurs. Oh, dude.
I'm waiting for the real dinosaurs. I know they can do it by now. You got to make it done.
I'm excited for the new one. Is it Fallen Kingdom or the third one? And the new trilogy of Jurassic Park movies. It was the New World, Fallen Kingdom, and then the third.
I think this one's going to be called. I think they said it's being called Dominion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they brought back Sam Neill from the original.
Oh, wait, isn't he the scientist?
He's the main guy with the hat, not the one that died, not the white guy. It's just like welcome to not that guy. He's the archaeologist guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's coming back. Let's see. Iron Man 3 versus Wonder Woman. I'm picking Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Easy, bro. I
think Iron Man 3, I rewatched it maybe about a year ago. It's fresh in my mind. I think it's not as shit as people make it out to be. I think it's a good Tony Stark movie. I don't think it's a good Iron Man movie. That's what I'll say about that. It's a good way to explain it.
Oh, okay. This is actually the first one I'm kind of thinking about.
Well,
not that hard. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. I thought it was freaking Return of the Jedi versus Age of Ultron. So it's...
What is it?
Age of Ultron versus The Last Crusade. I actually do like The Last Crusade because Sean Connery's in it, and it's kind of like a...
Is that the most recent one?
What do you mean?
The most recent Indiana Jones, or is that the third
No,
one?
that's the third one.
Okay.
And then the most recent one's Kingdom of the Crystal Ass. But that's the one where he's like on a journey with his dad. And this is actually a really good one because...
Sean Connery.
I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, but like near the end, they literally get to the point where they can get the treasure that they've been looking for. And there's a whole like religious thing going on. It's like the Holy Grail, right?
I know. I've seen all of them. I have the trilogy.
You've seen them.
But I haven't seen them in years.
Oh, okay. Well, remember he's like trying to get like the Holy Grail. And like he's holding on to his dad's hand. And he's just like, dude, like, just let it go, Indy. Like something like that.
I'll let my father go for the treasure.
No, it's just like, it's like forget about it. I thought that was really cool. And it was really cool to see.
It's been years since
I enjoy
I've seen
Sean
them.
Connery as James Bond.
When I saw the first Indiana Jones, I remember I got hype and I was like, I gotta see all of them. And we went, and my dad and I went out and bought like one of those 3 box set things and had the whole collection before the 4th one even came out. And
I remember seeing the trailer for that and being so excited.
You got hype for it? Did you say there's aliens in it?
I'll let you watch it.
I haven't seen that. I know.
I'd like to watch it with you because you would probably just fucking react to how whack it is.
We could make it one of those garbage ones we watch.
Dude, let's do garbage movie review.
We should. I said like worst movie like review or some shit.
I would actually like to really break down that movie after watching the original ones.
I saw a scene from it actually recently where freaking what's his name?
Is when that chick's eyes just combust into fire.
I've seen that clip.
She's like, whoa,
but it's when
I want to know.
It's when what's his name is swinging from vines of monkeys.
Oh yeah,
and it looks so fake. And then
there's so many weird like fight scenes. It would seem like a freaking cartoon because there's literally a fight scene where like Mutt Williams, which is Indy's son, like in some way.
It looks so off, man.
Yeah, he's like freaking balancing between 2 cars.
Yeah,
and then like
the part that I think
I'm flabbergasted.
There's a scene where there's 2 girls in a car. I think one has like the bob cut. And then one has like longer hair, and they're on like a speed chase in these like cars, and it looks like they're going fast, but you can tell they filmed it in like a normal place because they didn't even put a fan or something. Their hair is completely still. There's no wind like blowing their hair back as they go. It's just completely flat going straight down. Damn. And it's like, dude, they didn't even care to fix that. Damn. All right.
I would say one of the cool things from that movie, which was entertaining, was when Indiana Jones tries to escape a nuclear bomb. He's like in
He gets a
Nuketown.
fucking. Doesn't he get in like in a refrigerator and that saves him? Get the fuck out of here.
That scene kind of tripped me out because like I don't know if you've seen it, but he just like is in the testing site and he's like, "Is anyone home?" And it's just like freaking mannequins, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That's
And then you
crazy.
just hear the freaking siren go off.
I'm gonna get in the fridge.
Yeah.
Dude, the fridge would be vaporized, bro. Alright, Nick, you can try it, bro. I see you picking Age of Ultron, I presume.
Incredibles 2 versus Return of the Jedi.
Which one are you doing, bro?
Return of the Jedi. Oh, actually, wait.
Incredibles 2 versus Return of the Jedi.
Incredibles. When I pick one over the other, I'm not saying the other one's like a bad movie. I'm just saying I prefer this one over the other.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 is good. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Are you picking it over Return of the Jedi?
Wow.
Think about it, Nick. Return of the Jedi is the one where it starts off with.
Is that when it like
they go to
they're on Jabba's ship?
Yeah, they go to get
Oh, I love
Princess
that one.
Leia, and she's in the slave outfit.
Damn it! Why is Star Wars the OG so good?
And then they go with all the Ewoks. Yeah, and
All right,
then Darth Vader goes back to his son
picking Return of the Jedi.
and throws over Palpatine. Okay, you pick Return of the Jedi. Let's see. Fallen Kingdom versus Civil War. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's the second one, right?
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
That one is... I like it because it has horror elements. Like it's scary at the last scene, like with the monster and it's all dark. Or not the monster. It's like a freaking...
Oh, that's when they're in the mansion, right?
It's
Oh
that
my
one.
god, that's when they have the freaking like the apex raptor.
Yeah.
Who's like hunting them and shit.
Yeah, yeah. It
That
has
was
like
actually
night vision
really
and
scary.
shit. That one, yeah, I like how it has horror elements to it. But against...
I like how all the auctioneers just got fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
It breaks
dude.
out of the cage. You're like, ah!
But Civil War, they brought Spider-Man to the MCU. That was a big moment for Marvel fans, comic book fans around the world. Arguably a bigger moment than seeing a dinosaur for the 5th time. I'm gonna have to give it to Civil War just because
I'd agree with that. That's a really good one.
it brought Black Panther also for the first time.
Oh wait.
Yeah, very good, very good. I think, didn't we all see that together? All the squad, we were all hype.
I remember the first Marvel movie we saw together, or at
Was it
least
this
that
one?
I remember, was
Or was it
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of me where Omar captioned it. It's like squad
Plus Nick.
plus Nick at Doctor Strange. Damn, bro.
I posted the same pic.
I still think about that.
I said I still have it posted on my Instagram.
Let's see what he says.
I posted it and I said, "Great night with the squad," and I tagged everybody, including Nick. And this was in 2016. So I didn't care. I didn't say. Let me
But
just
Civil War did come out in 2016 too. Then we just didn't see it together.
maybe it was before you were introduced to us.
Probably earlier that year.
Because it came out in early 2016. I think it was May. So it was technically.
Yeah, because before I met y'all, dude, I did not know jack shit about Marvel. I just watched a couple of the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Take it off.
I'm trying to see if you
Felt
found it.
embarrassed, bro. It's definitely before graduation, dude.
Oh yeah, it's gone. His most recent post is some puppies.
Oh.
No, yeah. The reason why I picked Civil War also is because this was actually the one that got me into the entire universe of Marvel. I'd seen all the original. I saw Iron Man. I saw Thor. I saw all those first ones. Then I saw
Hulk.
the Avengers.
Maybe
Yeah, Hulk. Then I saw the first Avengers. Then I
First
saw.
Avengers is good.
Then I saw none of the next ones leading up to Avengers 2. I didn't see Winter Soldier. I did not see it in theaters. I didn't see Guardians. I didn't see a lot. And then I just jumped into Avengers 2, and a lot of it didn't make sense because it continues from another one. Like I was like, why the hell are they going to this place to get whatever this is? But it's explained in another one if you watch it.
Yeah.
And I missed out on that. And then yeah, but basically when Civil War came out, I was like, holy shit, all these people are about to fight. They got Spider-Man coming in this joint, Black Panther. I was like, so hyped. So I was like, you know what? Before this movie comes out, I got to catch up and watch all the Marvel movies.
It's one of those movies. It's kind of like a mini like Infinity War because it's like
I consider it like Avengers 2.5.
yeah, pretty much. It's so cool just seeing like that fight between Cap and
Yeah, bro, it's really good. Yeah, all right, go to your next one.
so 2019 Lion King versus Spider-Man 2. I never saw the new Lion King.
It's identical to the first one. They just
As
pretty
in,
much
it's just good.
it's good. It's if you've seen the first one, you've seen that one. It's
Actually,
just
Donald Glover also sings in it, and Seth Rogen plays Pumbaa. Fuck.
That's how he
You're just
laughs.
in the forest in the fucking
Dude,
warthogs.
There's a scene where he laughs as the warthog. It's so funny, bro.
Hey, Timon. I don't know. Can you refresh my mind about Spider-Man 2? Is that
It's
the one with
of
Doc Ock
Dr.
and he's like
Octopus.
holding the train? He's like,
Yeah, it's that one, and then it's the one where he loses his
Pizza
powers. It starts off at pizza
Really?
time. Yeah, that's the one.
Bro, no question. Dude, come on.
It's the one where
Plus, I haven't seen the new one, so of course this is kind of like
his
already
voice.
kind of pre-decided.
His voice is so good because he acts.
Please,
Tobey
I need this
Maguire.
job.
He acts so nerdy, so he nails the nerd voice. Like he's like, pizza time, and it's like all this stuff. Like, it's just straight up, bro. It's like, please, I need this job. Just give me another chance.
Go! Dude, link in bio as well, because there's a video actually. Let me write this down.
Go.
There's the YouTube poop where it's like Spider-Man.
Poop.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh god, I'll look.
All right, link. We'll put
It's
it.
just
in.
like the movie, just like freaking memed, like
Oh, okay.
hardcore.
Huh.
Stupid.
Okay. I got Back to the Future and Twister. I'm going Back to the Future.
Hell yeah.
Dude, mine are so easy, Nick. Back to
No, mine are
Future.
actually like. I just want to get past this part.
Yeah, let's start going a little bit faster because the next rounds are going to be more in depth.
Animal House or Star Wars 1? As in like the
I haven't seen
the original
Animal House.
one? The OG?
A New Hope.
Oh.
It's the one they called it. It's the one.
No question,
the very
bro.
first one.
Animal House is really good though.
Is it about
Very-
animals? Wait, is that the one based on the book?
What are you talking about?
Isn't there a book called Animal House?
I'm picking Star Wars 1.
Okay.
Uh,
Isn't there a book?
It's about like the kids like on a college campus and they want to throw like these. It's
Okay, never mind then. That's not what I'm thinking of.
yeah. What the fuck are you thinking?
There's a book we read
Book
in
of Anim-
we had to read in high
You're thinking
school.
about Animal Farm.
Yeah.
And that is
one.
actually a really
It's
good
political.
book. Yeah. I usually don't like politically charged stuff, but that was more of like a historical like retelling, and I actually really enjoyed that book.
Finding Dory in Shrek 2 is my next one. What happened in Shrek 2? I haven't seen.
Dude, it's the oh my god.
I've seen
Dude,
Shrek
I'm
1.
sorry. Okay.
What is Shrek 2?
Shrek 2 is when
got
Prince
hyped,
Fiona... Dude, it's the best one.
Oh, really?
It's when Puss in Boots is introduced.
Okay.
It's when Princess Fiona...
Is it the one where the frog dies? And he's like, well,
No,
someone
that's
better
Shrek the
be
Third.
dying. And the frog's like, yeah, is it that one?
No.
Okay.
It's the one where Shrek gets turned into a human, and he goes... Let me finish.
Okay.
He goes after Fiona,
Fiona.
yeah.
Okay.
And she's gonna marry Prince Charming, because she doesn't know it's actually... All she knows is Shrek turned into a human,
Oh.
but she meets...
Is it the one where they also go through the drive-thru?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll have the medieval meal.
Yeah. It's the one where Prince Charming like gets to Princess Fiona's castle and she realized Shrek's freaking took her. And so he just went to
Okay.
get revenge the whole movie.
Is it the one
and the
that's like,
final act is where
the
Mongo's
roar.
ripping the door down.
Do the roar.
And then they're doing... That's the fourth one.
Oh, damn. Do you
And
know
then,
all this
dude,
shit?
and this is the one where they're singing the song where it's like, I need a hero. And he's like
Okay.
fighting his way through the castle, bro.
Hey, the big ass, what is that? The
And
big
Donkey
ass,
becomes like a... Yeah, Mongo, the big ass cookie.
Yeah.
He's like, "Woo."
Oh my god, that's all that?
Dude, I could just show you the freaking...
I've seen it, bro. I know.
No, but I'm
it's-
telling you, if you watch it right now, it'll be no question.
Wait, so you would say pick that over Finding Dory?
Yeah, it's no Finding Nemo. It was really entertaining.
Finding Dory was good.
but dude, Shrek
Finding Nemo is
2
better.
Has one of the best climaxes.
Finding Dory's climax was them chasing down a truck that had her parents in it, I think.
Who played the octopus? Actually, remember the octopus?
The octopus
He was
is a good
actually a pretty good
character.
character. Yeah.
It's very funny. I remember thinking this one had
Dude,
more.
Sigourney Weaver's in it. She was an alien.
Well, who does she play in it?
When they're in the aquarium, she's like,
Is she the
announcing
voice?
it. Yeah, she's like, this is Sigourney Weaver of the United States, whatever aquarium. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Intriguing.
No, I'm just
That
kidding.
went over my head. Wait, did that not happen?
No. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
kidding. I just thought that was gonna change your mind about Shrek.
Well,
I would pick Shrek 2. This is your list.
no,
Obviously.
yeah, I know.
That's yours.
I'm debating it, Nick, because I saw Finding Dory, and I remember my thoughts on it. I thought that it was. Haven't seen Nemo in a while, but I will say I thought it was funnier than Nemo. But I think Nemo is a better movie.
It's a better story.
Yeah, the story's
Fish, all
better.
friends, not food.
I think the other one's funnier though. There was just jokes that made me die the first time I saw. They're probably not that funny anymore.
I
But
like
I,
Dory's character too.
first time I saw those seals.
Oh, dude, Finding Dory.
They're like Ronald, and then he says like a face,
Yeah.
and they're like off, and he like gets off the rock. That shit had me dying, bro. I love
dude,
that.
Baby Dory too. Remember?
That was true. They had Baby
Damn.
Dory. Ooh, Nick, I'm gonna have to give it to Dory, just because I have not seen Shrek 2. Long time. I can't remember it too well. I know those scenes, but I haven't seen it in so long to where I can't judge it as a movie. So I'm picking the Dory.
Keep in mind, this is also just two guys.
It's subjective.
Like fucking 60 movies.
Yeah, it's subjective, bro.
In under an hour, bro. Rotten Tomatoes was like over the course of like a month.
Took 2 months to do this.
Oh, I looked at your side. Damn, you have E.T.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hard on that one. E.T. versus Independence Day.
That's a good matchup.
It is a very good.
Some of these matchups have been kind of like iffy.
Yeah, you got those broke boy matchups.
Nemo wait.
Ooh.
Hold on. Wait, so it's Attack of the Clones and Iron Man. So then that would mean Ghostbusters versus Dark of the Moon, right? Like this.
Who?
Because you didn't mark all of them.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, I got it. All right, another easy one. The Deathly Hallows 2 or Spider-Man 3. I actually really like Spider-Man 3, but I think the climax for Harry Potter was really good. What did you think of Spider-Man? Is it like the best out of all of them? Or is like the first one good? What are you looking up?
Oh no, I read something on Twitter and I was like looking up who the person is. Which one?
What do you think of Spider-Man 3? Yeah, I already know how I feel about that.
As a kid, I loved it. Growing up and then learning more.
I honestly really thought it was so cool seeing Sandman and Venom and
yeah,
Green Goblin too.
Dude, I thought it was insane.
That scene when like he's freaking hitting him in the construction zone and then you just see the bomb hit him.
Dude. Yeah, and then he shows up. As a kid, I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Is this the one where his dad's like, "Avenge me"?
I think so. Yeah, he gets his memory back because he has it. He finds out at the end of Spider-Man 2 that Peter Parker's Spider-Man who he thinks killed his dad. So he's gonna kill him. Was
just crazy.
Remember, he was gonna kill him, and then he takes off his mask, and then he drops the knife and falls back, and then Spider-Man gets up and says, "Harry, like I need to go save her," and he like leaves. And then I think he just says like, "You killed my father" or something like that. Then he just leaves. And then at the start of 3, he's got a ring or something. He's gonna propose to Mary Jane, and then he pulls up and they start fighting in the street.
Oh, is that the one where he slaps him at that club? He's just like.
That's 2.
Oh. That's the one when he's like.
Yeah, that's 3 when he's dancing. And
wait, that's 3?
Yeah, 3 is the dancing one. Oh, you're picking 3 over.
I think Spider-Man 3.
Over Deathly Hallows Part 2.
It's really good. I love Harry Potter.
Haven't seen any of them. I've seen the one with the snake.
Is that the one where the
Weeping
Basilisk? It's called
Moaning Myrtle.
The Basilisk.
Moaning Myrtle is the one that has.
It's called the Basilisk.
The Basilisk?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever that is.
It's pretty much a big ass snake.
I like the snake. He was cool. Oh, dude. I'm gonna skip over. No, I'll just do it. Okay. E.T. versus Independence Day. I'm gonna get some hate for this. I have not seen Independence Day.
There's actually a really funny scene where this guy plays like a freaking pilot, and like the alien, that big ass alien ship on the cover. There's a giant beam, and he gets freaking retracted into it.
Okay.
And like he has bombs on his plane, and he's just like, "I'm coming home, mama," and he just blows.
He blows up the whole thing.
Yeah, he pretty much does like a suicide.
Damn, kamikazed it.
Yeah, Will Smith is actually really good in it. Too.
I have heard that. I've heard it's very, very good.
I have it.
Have not seen it. I know they made a second one recently. Heard it was not as good.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think it was called Resurgence, Independence Day Resurgence or something like that.
They back, bro.
I saw E.T., but to be honest with you,
very heartwarming.
I didn't like it that much.
E.T.
I thought it was very weird. Like if I found that in my backyard, dude, holy shit, I'd fucking, oh my god,
start swinging.
Dude, that would scare the shit out of me, man.
I feel like
and then the creepiest part is when the fucking thing puts on makeup and shit, and it's like a doll in the girl's room, and it's just look like and it's like coming at you. Dude, I'd fucking punt that thing, dude. Oh my god.
Did you know Drew Barrymore plays the little girl?
Really?
Yeah, that was one of her first films. Oh, and Steven Spielberg directed it.
Yeah, damn. This one's hard for me because E.T. I know it's
one of those things where like if you didn't, it's like vegetables. If you
didn't see it.
Yeah, if you didn't see it as a kid, now you see it now, you're just freaked out. But if you saw like E.T. as a kid, you're like, oh, that's cute. And
I saw that when I was younger.
It's like how people feel about Ewoks. Like you're divided.
Oh, dude, Ewoks are dumb as fuck. I saw Star Wars when I was a kid, and I saw one as an adult, and I can tell you Ewoks are.
Oh wow, that's actually very rare. I don't know most people who've seen it as a kid and an adult, and they're just like, yep, still feel the same.
I don't know. We'll get in that another time. E.T. and Independence
Whole ass
Day.
Debate. Yeah. Dude, let me write that down. Like, what's the weirdest debate. What's the weirdest like freaking monsters or like creatures from movies?
This one I feel like I can't really rate too well because I haven't seen Independence Day, and I have seen E.T., but it's been a while, and don't remember much about it. But I'm going to give it to E.T. because I think it has made a larger effect on the world, because even if you haven't seen E.T., you know who E.T. is, and you've seen the scene of him in the bike floating in the sky.
That's like everyone's seen that iconic.
Yeah, everyone has seen that
movie studio.
I don't know.
I think that's Spielberg's movie studio, but like that's the actual logo.
Yeah, that's the logo, and it's so iconic. Everyone has seen it, even if you haven't seen E.T. I don't think Independence Day has that kind of that type of symbol, that type of scene. Maybe you can count the big ass spaceship, but I've seen that before. I've seen the Third Kind, whatever.
I haven't seen that actually.
Pretty good.
Woo! Age of Ultron or The Last Crusade? I think I'm just gonna try to start speeding through these. Oh, actually, Attack of the Clones or Iron Man. I'm gonna go with Iron Man.
Good choice. Iron Man goes too hard above the clone.
Dude, that whole scene of him just with the donut, like in the donut.
That's Iron Man 2.
That was such a good. Oh shit. Still a good scene.
I think it's Iron Man 1 is the one where he gets captured, and then he makes it for the first time, and then he breaks out in the OG Iron Man suit.
I'm gonna do a couple more easy ones, actually.
Go hard, Nick. Go hard.
Men in Black versus Shrek. I'm gonna go with...
Ooh, let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Because the Shrek 2 is better.
You think it's better than the first one?
No, I think it's a great sequel. Most sequels don't live up to the first one.
That is true, I will say that. We should do this
Men
on
in Black
Pixar
is so
films.
original, dude.
We should do this on Pixar films.
Men in Black is so original.
It is.
On what?
Pixar
films? Oh, that would be good. We just started
do our top 5 Pixar films.
I'm gonna go with Shrek. I really like Men in Black, and I'm just going with it because Josh didn't go with Shrek, and I want it to be in the bracket.
That dude gonna get out right next round.
I feel like most people do it for the meme, bro, but like...
Yeah, Shrek the Third beating Private Ryan. God damn it, it is. Yeah, it's going out next round, bro.
I mean, it might as well be Shrek.
Yeah.
Dead Man's Chest versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Woo!
I'm going with Raiders. Hardcore Indiana Jones fan.
You
Dude,
like the bullwhip?
My aunt bought me an authentic Indiana Jones hat.
Where it at? Put that joint on.
Dude, it's fucking too small for my head.
Damn.
I forget where it is. But
dude, I want to get a big ass hat. I want like a nice ass.
And I wanted the real whip, but I got like the toy one that just makes the sound.
Yeah, they're not gonna really hurt anybody. One, you'd be like whipping your brother. You're whipping Sebastian.
All right.
How many did you do?
I did like 2 or 3.
All right, I'm gonna go hard on this. Let's see. Pirates at World's End, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 3.
That was a good matchup.
Okay, it's Toy Story 3.
Anything.
Endgame versus Grease, Endgame.
Damn.
Dude, that's not controversial. Come on.
I know. No, I'm just saying because I like
I'm not
Grease.
shitting on Grease.
I wanted Grease to come out a little bit. Is that Forrest Gump?
It was their very first matchup. What the fuck? They should have put Grease versus Forrest Gump. That would have been a better matchup.
Yeah, some of these shits are whack as fuck.
Forrest Gump versus Sixth Sense. Now, I will say this. I think in terms of what's the, I guess, like memorability or maybe iconicness or whatever, I think Forrest Gump is probably more well known. It's probably a better film, but I love the Sixth Sense, man. I love me some M. Night Shyamalan. Love some of them twists. Love me some Bruce Willis, some Brucey boy.
I'd go with Sixth Sense as well. I
do like Forrest Gump though. He's be running, man. I was running.
I got shot in the buttocks.
What do you say?
Damn, dude. I would go with Forrest Gump just
shrimp,
because, like...
Grilled shrimp? Bubble gum shrimp? He's got all the shrimp, bro. Dude, Deputy Dan. Is that his name?
No, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. There
dude,
we
he
go.
got new legs, dude. There's so many scenes actually in that movie that made me tear up.
Dude, it's so cool because I remember seeing it for the first time. I didn't know what happened in it, which is great. I love when movies are old and you can somehow not avoid spoilers and get to witness them for the first time.
Imagine watching Star Wars, the first one.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm going to make sure my kids live a spoiler-free life, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because...
But watching Forrest Gump for the first time, seeing all the cool scenes, knowing history, like seeing him, Elvis sees him as a kid, so that's why Elvis dances like that. He has his legs, and seeing he meets.
I'll say the Sixth Sense is good and great, but I'd say Forrest Gump is much better too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick based off of what I think is better for me. My favorites. I'm gonna pick.
This is pretty much like our opinions.
I'm picking Sixth Sense just because I like Forrest Gump, but I saw this first, I think, and I think I enjoyed it more.
Forrest Sense.
Forrest Sense.
Put both the movies together.
They're both really good, man. That was probably one of the harder matchups.
That was a subplot, like Bruce
Forrest
Willis
Gump.
is just like Forrest's psychologist or some shit. Oh god. Can you imagine making? We should make that too. Like, what would be good movies that could combine the plots and still be a good, like, coherent movie?
It's hard to do.
We should do that, dude. All right, Jaws versus Top Gun. Saw Top Gun on the way to nationals on a bus to Florida.
Tom Cruise.
Kind of thought it was no, I didn't think it was boring. I just didn't pay attention to it because they picked a movie I didn't want to see. But,
damn, Nick.
Dude,
you wanted
Jaws,
to see what, Shrek?
The beach, the best practical effects, probably the most quotable movie in recent years that you can call back to. Plus, it came out in the 80s, right? Or the 70s?
I think it was late
Prime
70s.
time for movies.
Big ass boat. Gonna need a bigger one. That's what he said, right?
It's the modernized. Translated to English.
Did you pick Jaws?
Yeah, of course.
What's that next
Plus,
one?
that's also Steven Spielberg.
That is true.
Jurassic World, which is the newer one,
and
versus
Toy Story
4. I really enjoyed the first Jurassic World. I think Chris Pratt was amazing. But then Toy Story 4 was really good, dude. I didn't think they could do better than 3. But they even made it more sad.
Yeah, but why the fuck did Woody ditch his friends, man? For a girl.
Spoiler!
Oh, yeah, sorry. He ditches them all
The whole list. The
for
whole
the
lesson.
girl.
Don't simp.
No, the lesson is the lesson is to simp because he simps at the end.
I don't know.
Can toys have sex in the universe?
What the?
Let's discuss this.
Stop.
You don't want to get into it?
I don't think they can. They don't have genitalia.
How do you know? Actually, no, they don't. Because
this is technically a toy.
Is he alive?
Ooh, no.
Then what do they do? How do they reproduce? How do they have love?
They can. I think that they have consciences and they can feel love, but they don't reproduce. Because then what's he gonna have, like Bo Peep sheriff?
That'd
kids?
be dope, bro.
I'm trying to think of anyone in that movie. No.
I like Toy Story 1, Toy Story 4. It didn't need to be made, honestly.
I'm gonna go with Jurassic World.
Yeah, it was Toy Story 4 is
3
good.
is the best. Toy Story 1 is great.
Dude, Toy Story 2 is underrated. It's a good one.
I actually really like that one too.
That one might be
and the prospect.
It's where they pull up on that one dude who has all the Cheetos.
Dude, I swear to God,
that scene is sad.
Jesse, what's the name of Andy's mom? I swear owned Jesse.
Oh, that was someone had that. I saw that video. Someone did a theory on it.
Dude,
how the fuck would she? They should have had a subplot then where
like she finds Jesse.
She's like cleaning up his room or some shit.
Like,
and it's like
just has like a mental break. All right, I'm gonna go with Jurassic World. A very rare case where a reboot actually does well.
Yeah, it was very good. I remember being
Crash
hyped seeing that. They got Bryce Dallas Howard in there.
Oh, dude,
she did a good job. Yeah. She's running in heels.
Yeah, dude.
It's really hard to do.
Yeah, she plays a sexy scientist, dude. Damn. Isn't that the one where they have the albino dinosaur too? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the one where it's the park and everyone just gets freaking like
dudes are getting
traumatized,
picked up by like pterodactyls and shit.
Or that big ass alligator one. I don't know the names.
Oh, that's how it dies. The big comes out of the water.
Age of Ultron versus Last Crusade. I didn't do this one.
You didn't?
What do you think of Age of Ultron?
I think it's about as good as the first Avengers.
Really?
I don't think it's better. I don't think it's worse. Some people think it's worse.
Out of all 4 Avengers movies, the last 2, do you think Age of Ultron is 3 or 4?
It's definitely 3 or 4 because Infinity War and Endgame are obviously the best ones.
Actually, yeah, you're right.
So the 3 and 4 is going to be Avengers and
I'd say it's Ultron, Avengers, Endgame, Infinity War for me.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of a
I'd
quick
probably
list.
agree with that.
Just because Infinity War was just structured so like well.
Yeah,
and I wish it was the same for Endgame, but they're obviously 2 different like realities playing out. One where they defeat Thanos and one where they don't.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what they are actually. They're just 2 separate movies that
I remember,
are continued but different realities.
Endgame is good though.
Yeah, but we're not debating Endgame. I think I'm gonna go with Last Crusade. It was the last of the good Indiana Jones movies. Sean Connery was very charming in it.
Yeah.
Dude, the girl in it is actually hot, but the Indiana Jones girl is pretty, but she's crazy, dude. She's freaking crazy.
You don't like? Bro,
she gets
crazy?
You know the part of the movie when they get the sacred artifact and they just go like insane, like we have it, like Like, that's pretty much what happens. She goes, like, power hungry.
But if a girl's crazy and she's bad, then you know.
She's a keeper?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, so you're giving me advice. I was like,
I was just telling some whack shit.
All right, I did like 3, so you can kind of just wrap up the bottom.
Wrap up the bottom? Let me just...
see if I've been doing them all.
Let me draw some of these things in.
Damn, these are good matchups.
Yeah, the next round is going to be really good. I'm hyped to see him fight to the death.
Oh, dude. 89 Batman versus Finding Nemo.
Woo! Oh, damn, this pen, bro. The last one here. I'll just wrap up my side, Nick, and you can finish yours. Okay. I have Matrix Reloaded versus Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. I'm picking that real quick. Matrix is good. I don't know too much about the sequels. Transformers 1 versus Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is better. Yeah, Terminator 2 is the best one, in my opinion. Yeah, I like that one the best.
They haven't made a good Terminator since.
That's true.
The third one was...
The third one's whenever they have the girl get her boobs bigger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's like, looks at the...
Salvation was pretty good, actually.
She looks at a billboard and she's like... that scene's so
I'll say the first one's
comedical.
Good. Terminator 2 is good, and then it drops from the third one. Then Salvation's pretty good. Salvation is actually really good. I don't know if you've seen it.
Is that the one with Emilia Clarke? She's in one of them.
No, that's Genesis, and I heard that was ass. That's the one with Christian Bale and
that one's good.
And like the guy, it's kind of like a Blade Runner thing. He's like half human, half like Terminator.
That's fine by me.
It's pretty good.
Infinity War versus Lost World. I picked Infinity War.
Hell yeah.
Despicable Me 2 versus Lion King OG. I'm gonna have to go with the original Lion King.
Wait, hold up. Do you want to tweak it so it's not the original Despicable Me, but the first one?
Oh yeah, because I don't like the second one. Okay,
yeah, we're gonna make a small change to the list because it'll be the original Despicable Me, banana, with the original Lion King.
Yeah, why did they put Despicable Me 2 against Lion King? That's like stupid as hell.
Who's working at Rotten Tomatoes?
Honestly, with that change, I'm gonna put Despicable Me above the OG Lion King. Okay. Might get hate for it because I know people are Disney fanatics. But to be honest with you, I saw a lot of the Disney movies as a kid, but dude, Despicable Me 1, bro. Oh, bro, that it's so good. Like you can meme on the Minions as much as you want, but dude, Vector, Gru, oh, dude, it's so good. And honestly, you look
hungry.
Stop.
Here. Banana?
Oh, bro. Nick's just playing.
What did he do to them?
Nick's playing some whack shit out here.
Oh god.
No, but dude, honestly, I think I saw The Lion King. I must have at some point in my childhood. But to be honest with you, I never felt too compelled with it. I know a lot of people love it. I might get some hate for this, but you know,
like we're saying, just because we're putting one above the other, it's our opinion, and we're entitled to.
Yeah, I'm a controversial guy. You know, all my takes are hot takes. I've said this before. And I'm going to say it. Lion King is not even in my top 10 Disney movies of all time. I think it's a good movie, but I like other ones better.
What about old school? Like before the 2000s?
We're talking 2D animation? 2D animation?
Like the OG, like VHS Disney movies, like Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid's
Pocahontas.
Better. I have not seen Pocahontas.
I'm just saying, like in this era, with Lion King be your top 10 because it's less movies.
And you know, honestly, it would probably make it since it's less movies, but it wouldn't be in my top 5. I get it's a good story. It's literally the same. It's Hamlet. It's the same story as Hamlet from Shakespeare. It's the exact same story, just retold as with lions. So it's a good story. You know, the Return of the King. Everyone loves a return story where he comes back and fixes everything, but as a kid, I think for me as a kid, I couldn't connect with fictional lions. You know, maybe if I liked lions or cats as a kid.
Would have been more controversial if we picked the 2019 version over the original.
Probably, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, but I'm just going to say it's good, but I'm picking the Despicable Me 1. Dark Knight Rises over... What the fuck did I write here? I wrote first POTC.
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Versus what?
Dark Knight Rises.
I'd pick honestly, I would take the first Pirates of the Caribbean because the Dark Knight Rises. It's not as good as the second one, but Pirates of the Caribbean is such an original.
It's the first
Disney
one.
Thing. Yeah, it's freaking pirates.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Johnny Depp is so charming too.
I'm just gonna write.
I got a job dead. You remember that?
Dude,
when's the one where Davy Jones comes in? He had such a weird accent.
That's like the third one.
Because I guess he's British and he has like an octopus head.
Yeah.
He's like, David,
have you seen the?
Sounds like Beetlejuice.
Have you seen the newest one?
Oh,
it's called Dead Man Tell No Tales.
I saw it. Went with my family. We got in the car. I sat there and I was like, guys, that wasn't that good.
It's not. And dude,
like, yeah.
Whoever the bad guy is, he says Jack Sparrow. Like he says it. He says it so weird.
It's Javier Bardem.
And he says it like fucking 50 times. It's like Jack Sparrow. Like he says it so many fucking times, dude. All right.
No. We saw it for the nostalgia, but it was not as good as the.
Yeah.
I'd say A World's End is
Paul McCartney's in it.
Because that's where they had the fucking... Remember they were fighting ships?
Yeah.
It was pretty much like pirates versus the British.
I loved seeing all the dead people. That was my favorite part of the movie. Like with Davy Jones, his whole crew.
Oh,
no, not in Dead Man Tell No Tales.
Dude, is it the second one when they're fighting against Norrington, Will Turner, and Jack Sparrow, and they're fighting on that freaking windmill?
Yeah.
I think that's the second one. Cool.
Is the third one the one where they're in the fucking circle? Like
that's when they're fighting in like the tsunami wave and their ship's literally fucking turned.
Yeah.
That was dude. That's when Barbossa marries them on the ship.
Oh yeah,
that was so cool.
Shrek third, and this is my final in the first round of this bracket. Shrek the Third versus Saving Private Ryan. I'm gonna do what's right. I'm picking Private Ryan.
Thank you.
Private Ryan's a much better
dude.
film.
If you're part of the Shrek community that just
the Shrek community
that doesn't watch the movie every like 2 years like you should, and just does it because of the meme. You're not a Shrek fan, bro.
All right, Nick, finish out your first round, then we can get into the hot takes.
Dang, this took like a while, but I think it's the most. Yeah. All right, Ghostbusters versus Dark of the Moon. Ghostbusters, obviously. The first one's when they fight the Marshmallow Man, right?
Yes.
We'll go with Ghostbusters. This one I'm probably just going to pick just because I haven't seen the other one.
Dark of the Moon?
No,
Ghostbusters is better than Dark of the Moon.
Yeah. No. So the one I'm talking about is Batman, the original, I guess, 89. I feel like you're going to go against this one. But
I've seen it. Wait, what is it versus?
Finding Nemo. And I haven't seen... Give me some help on that.
That's a hot take because...
Give me the hot take.
Because they both start off their own respective universes. Batman 89 is the first Batman movie ever live action. Michael Keaton versus Joker, Jack Nicholson.
He did have a very cool suit as well.
Yeah, the very first time live action, Tim Burton directed. Tim Burton does a lot of
Wait, is this
animation.
The one where it's like freaking Catwoman like licks?
That's the second one.
Oh, okay.
Tim Burton did that one as well, but this is the first one. And this is Batman 89. This is what I'll say. It's not nowhere near like a Nolan or a Batfleck type of Batman where it's like a real life like fighting.
Like a comic book come to life?
It's comic book come to life. That's what it is. It's literally like the silver age of comics on the screen.
Damn.
So it started off the Batman like live action. It made Batman a household
name. Put that
name.
over Finding Nemo though, because
it depends honestly if you.
This is more of like because Finding Nemo was one of the earliest films I can remember, and this is what made me want to get into filmmaking.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm gonna put Finding Nemo over it. I think
honestly, and I'm only gonna say it. I think
my favorite childhood movie too. Ooh. I remember having the freaking deluxe edition, and they talked about
there's a deluxe edition of Finding Nemo.
There's like the extras and shit, and they talked about like how
behind the scenes of the fish. How we made him swim, touching the butt.
I'm gonna go with Finding Nemo.
I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna put a star next to Batman 89 because I would like to see it.
It's a good movie, but it doesn't hold up after seeing all these.
When I think of this, actually, I'm thinking about the George Clooney one. That's not the.
Those ones aren't that good. The George Clooney one is probably.
This is Michael Keaton too.
Yeah, George Clooney is the worst one, I think.
Really?
It's the one where he.
Is that the one where he has Robin and like Poison Ivy is played by Uma Thurman?
Yeah, and then Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
Chill out, Batman.
Yeah, he's Mr.
Cool down.
Yeah,
he's like those cheesy ass.
Yeah, those ones are not.
All right, last one.
Come on, Nick.
Oh damn,
you ain't done yet, bro. Come on. What you got?
Gremlins versus The Fugitive.
I know what I would pick. Wait, what is The Fugitive again?
The Fugitive is where Harrison Ford is framed for murdering his wife and he's running away.
I remember that one.
Good movie. I think Tommy Lee Jones plays the CIA agent.
Good movie.
And he tells them like, "Look, I didn't kill my wife." And
damn,
like,
everyone's getting exposed.
He's like, "I don't care." I don't know, dude. The Fugitive is good, but The Gremlins, in terms of a summer movie, is better. I'm going with Gremlins. That's my final answer. All right, now we can finally move on to the second stage. Woo! We pretty much broke down 32 movies on each. That's why it took so long. So if you're still listening, Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could skip ahead if you want to the.
Yeah, you can skip down to like.
I would skip down to like the 16s.
Let's go. Come on.
All right, so fuck. I don't want to do this. Shrek versus The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Shrek is great. I love Shrek, but The Dark Knight. Spider-Man 2 versus Star Wars. I'm gonna go with Star Wars. A New Hope, obviously, is what we're talking about. Oh damn. All right, this is Jaws versus Jurassic World now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Jaws.
I agree. You got no hot takes. Nick's not that controversial.
Damn. Yeah, I noticed. I'm like the freaking Ryan of the group. You're like Shane, bro. It's good because I like Ryan, all right? Ryan's chill.
You're a boo.
Dude, we got to freaking collab with them, dude. What'd you call me?
Their fan group have names for them. People that like Shane, they call themselves Shaniacs. People that like Ryan call themselves Boogaras because last name's Bergara. Ryan Bergara, they call them Boogaras. We're the Boogaras. We gotta
start making stan groups in our freaking. We gotta make cosmic like fan pages of both of us.
What you picking? What do you have? Avengers versus what? Jurassic World?
No, Raiders.
Oh, okay. Is Avengers 1?
Yes.
Ooh, Nick. Wait, you had Avengers 1 on your list?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna pick Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
That's a hot take.
Well, why did they put Endgame and Infinity War on the same side? Those should be on opposite sides. I just realized I have Endgame and Infinity War. Those should be flipped. You should have one of them and I should have one of them. That's stupid. Fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
You want to rework the list?
No. Let's restart.
Okay, here we go. So Jurassic Park, the original, versus Return of the Jedi. This is the one I'm actually...
Oh, let's go, Nick. Let's hear your takes. Come on.
Return of the Jedi is like the last one, right? Like the ending of the original Star Wars.
It's the one at the end where you see the Force ghosts. And
Damn,
Luke just stares
bro.
at them.
I kind of want to pull up the Rotten Tomatoes one, but I don't want to because that's going to also change my judgment.
Yeah, pick your own stuff, Nick. Come on.
I'm going to go with Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Just because I'm going off in terms of like the first time we ever saw it. Star Wars obviously made it. First time we've ever seen space battles and shit. This is the third Star Wars, you know? Jurassic Park is like... It's like a pioneer. I'm thinking in terms of
dinosaurs.
Like pioneer.
You know, I agree. I think
films.
Return of the Jedi...
Empire is like
it's the best. I think Return of the Jedi is the worst.
I think we agreed on that actually in that hot take of a...
No, it shouldn't have been a hot take. The hottest take in that thing was honestly you saying Revenge of the Sith is the top 3 Star Wars movie.
I regret that now. If anyone's mad at me. The Last Crusade versus Iron Man. Damn. I'm going to go with Iron Man.
Okay.
Iron Man.
Love you some Stark.
And then Ghost versus Nemo. Wait, Ghostbusters versus Finding Nemo. I was like, how did that get there?
Back?
It's fucking moved.
Dude won't die.
Dang. I know I just gave that whole speech about fucking Finding Nemo. I think I'm going to go with Finding Nemo. I like Ghostbusters. Dude, honestly, we should take all these movies and watch them this whole summer.
Oh my god.
Like twice a week and just kind of talk about them before.
It's a lot of movies.
Okay, well, we'll pick then like the...
There's 64 from the start.
Oh, fuck.
It's 32 on each side.
Dude, that's like at least 200 hours of film. Probably
more.
Yeah, way more.
On average, each film is about 2 hours. Let me do the math real quick. That's guesstimating it. They're all 2 hours. Some might be more, some might be less. Actually, Endgame is a fucking 3-hour movie.
So just add like...
I'll add an hour to the end.
No, I'd like
2?
3 hours.
3, okay.
Just for extra.
2 times...
All right, I'm going with Finding Nemo over Ghostbusters.
It's about 130 hours.
And Gremlins versus Spider-Man 3. I love you, Gremlins. But Spider-Man 3 is going to get... All right, and that's...
Damn, Nick. 130 divided by 24. That's 5.5 days worth of movies.
Oh, wait, actually, sweet. So...
You know, Nick, I actually disagree with that one. I think Gremlins is better than Spider-Man 3.
I haven't seen it in a while, so that's probably why I'm just...
I like Spider-Man 3 as a kid, but as a movie, I think Gremlins is better. That's all I'll say. No, you don't got to change it, Nick. It's your side, bro. Come on.
All right, yeah, you're right. I got to stick with it.
Yeah, stick with your shit.
Because that's pretty much like you choosing for me.
Yeah. All right, let me go. Empire, Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. Damn, I'm going to have to go Empire. I like Empire. It's the best one. Wonder Woman. Ooh, Wonder Woman and Civil War. I love
Wonder Woman.
I love both.
Go Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, you like Gal?
Yeah, she did great.
I love
Also Chris Pine.
I love Wonder Woman. Civil. Damn, this is a good one because Civil War is like a big movie with a lot of sides. It makes you think about who's right and who's wrong. Two buddies are fighting it out, and Wonder Woman is a girl going to save the world.
Actually, I would pick Civil War, but also,
dude, it sucks. I wanted Wonder Woman to go higher, but I'm thinking Civil War is better in my opinion. But they're both really good. I love Wonder Woman, man.
would you like to call a lifeline and just flip a coin?
Call a lifeline.
Ask Siri.
Ask Siri. Flip a coin. Nah. You know, I'll give one chance to a lifeline.
Okay, go ahead.
To give because I might not feel the same way about Wonder Woman just because I'm a male. I'm gonna call my girlfriend. If she answers, I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think we talked about this when we reviewed Wonder Woman. That like it's Emily said she liked Harley Quinn too.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah.
Let's hope she answers. If she doesn't, then
get it on speaker, bro.
I will if she answers. I don't think she's going to. She always be tweaking. No, like, she'll be doing something. Like she told me she was gonna be making masks for her family because they're going camping or something.
Damn, are they running away?
Yeah. So if she doesn't answer, then the lifeline has been
gonna
missed.
play Animal Crossing? You didn't think about that.
Good question. Okay, she did not answer. Sorry, Emily.
Would you like to call another girl?
No, actually, no. Yeah,
What other girls could we call?
I don't know any other girls.
Oh, my mom.
To be honest with you,
Actually, I don't think she's seen.
my mom hasn't seen one. I'm gonna. Okay, sorry, Wonder Woman. You had a chance to be saved if Emily would have chosen you over Civil War, but since she did not answer, Civil War is advancing. I apologize to you, Gal. You're
Still a good movie though.
You're a lovely
if
gal.
If you made it past the first bracket, you're already a better movie than most.
You were going up against the high contender there. Let's see. Back to the Future, Finding Dory, Back to the Future.
Hell yeah.
Not a question.
Wait, you chose E.T.? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, because you didn't see Independence Day. That's right.
I said that E.T. has more iconic imagery.
You're saying that thing fucking freaked you out too.
It did. That thing's weird, bro.
Dude, I kind of want to change my Spider-Man answer.
Oh, God,
I don't want to go back because now I'm thinking about it in terms of cultural impact. Gremlins.
Yeah, Gremlins had much more than Spider-Man 3. That's why I was saying Gremlins. Okay, E.T. versus Toy Story 3. I've seen Toy Story 3. It's good. Maybe cry. You know, I'm going E.T. I like me some shriveled up alien. Endgame, Sixth Sense. Endgame is going up. Don't even know why I paused. Endgame is better.
You just had to appreciate it.
Yeah, think about the Willis. You know, I still have never seen Die Hard. I gotta see that.
Dude, me neither. I tell this shit to my friends and they're just like, what the?
They hate on you. Give you a dirty
I told
look.
someone I'd never seen The Wizard of Oz, the original one.
Damn.
And they were like, bro, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
Dude,
like,
it's really good.
Yeah.
It still holds up, I think.
I actually have the book.
Oh, this is easy. Revenge of the Sith versus Terminator 2. I think on Rotten Tomatoes, Revenge of the Sith won because I remember it beating Endgame. But it did.
I think there's so many people that cannot like.
They just fucking vote it because it's Star Wars.
They can't. No, they just can't let go that
Yeah.
it's not that good of a movie.
Terminator 2 is much better than Revenge of the Sith, and I'm not sorry.
Oh, what?
Yes. Okay. Infinity War versus. Damn. Despicable Me 1, Infinity. Sorry, Gru. Damn, Nick.
The minions are gonna.
Damn, this
go
pen,
hungry
bro.
because of you.
That's fine by me. They got some bananas. Okay. Pirate 1. Wait, is it? Oh, yeah. First Pirates of the Caribbean versus Private Ryan. I'm going to have to pick Ryan on this one. I think Ryan's a better movie. There you go, Nick.
I would like to use my one-time thing to change.
Oh, you're changing
one of my answers.
We have a one-time change?
Yeah, I don't. We're like making this shit up as it goes. Going to change it to Gremlins. I think it was a great narrative on how we should treat our girlfriends. You know, never keep them out too late. Never get them.
Don't get them wet at night.
Yeah.
Am I right, boy? Are you gonna? Oh yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I just took your shit right back. Damn, we're in the final rounds. We have the final. What is this? Would this be the semifinals?
It's getting so much more easier now.
Is it? It should be getting harder.
No, I mean like in terms of how much time we take.
Oh yeah.
But like in terms of the movies and
We're rounding final base, boys. Damn, Nick's got some good ones coming up on this next round.
I know. Just keep thinking about the Dark Knight.
That's what you got to deal with right now, Nick. What you got?
Oh hell no!
What is it?
It's the original. Okay, actually no. This is easy because A New Hope is good. It's great actually, but I know Empire's on your side, and I think you will do it justice.
Oh yeah, I will.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it has Heath Ledger in it. He gives a great performance.
I know it's like everyone's go-to movie about like, oh, I know everything about movies, but it's genuinely a good movie, dude.
You're not wrong.
The older you get and you watch it, I felt like as a kid, I just thought it was so cool to see the Joker look like that in Batman. But when I got older, I was like, holy shit, this is actually like talking about like what is good and evil and like
wants a drink.
It's very philosophical.
Yeah. I know how I got these scars.
My father. Oh shit, we got another one. God damn it, dude! It's like my childhood just coming all over.
Yeah, bro.
Just
coming all over the place.
No, I think that came out wrong. It's hard to fucking choose. But I love all these movies. Let me make that clear.
You got Jaws.
Jaws versus Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, let's go. Damn, that's a dude. You're getting all like the classic ones up against each other.
You got like the new age movies clashing with classics.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. They're both Steven Spielberg movies as well. So kind of whichever one I pick, I still am a Steven Spielberg fan. I'm gonna go with Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ah, fuck no.
Ooh.
Wait. Damn, dude. Let me come back to that one.
Oh, you skipping?
Yeah, Jurassic Park, the original versus Iron Man. I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park because Iron Man's good, but it's no Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. And then Finding Nemo versus Gremlins. I'm gonna go with. Damn, bro.
Where you picked Jurassic over Iron Man?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I haven't seen Gremlins in a while. Damn, bro. I'm gonna go with Finding Nemo. This is hard, dude. It's like choosing your favorite kid. It's like your kids asking you, like, who's the favorite?
But that's
you're
easy.
just like...
Dude, I feel like I could pick out a favorite low-key.
He's gonna have like fucking 60 kids. Just pick
the one that's most like me.
A child bracket.
Yeah.
Alright, let's come back to the hard decision. And Jaws versus Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm gonna say I saw Jaws after Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I still enjoy Raiders of the Lost Ark a lot more. Just because they made scientists look like badasses, alright? He's a fucking archaeologist. Ah, damn it. That means I'm gonna have... Alright, no, fucking let's do it.
What'd you pick?
Raiders over Jaws. Still a great summer movie, though.
Yeah. Alright, you're done with yours.
Damn, this is getting to the wire.
I've received word from Emily. She texted me.
It's too late.
You had a change. Actually, you had a change.
Okay, yeah.
Emily is calling currently. Hang on. Hello.
Hello?
Emily, you're on air.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, you're on air. You missed the Lifeline call. We're doing a bracket of summer movies that Rotten Tomatoes took together. There was 64 movies, and we're just doing a bracket. We're going, each one is against another movie. And there was a movie that I called you for a lifeline on, and I was okay, because I feel like I wasn't giving enough recognition to a movie. I couldn't understand it because I wasn't a female. So I was like, okay, let me call Emily, see if she can do something.
What do I have to do?
You just have to pick.
Oh.
It was Civil War, Captain America Civil War versus Wonder Woman, and I was thinking which one's better to advance. And I said I like both movies, and then I went down to it, and I was like, you know what? I would pick Civil War, and I was like, but I feel like that might be because I don't. Maybe Wonder Woman wasn't as amazing to me because I'm male. I don't know. I can't tell. But I'm calling you, Emily, to see what you think. What's better, Civil War or Wonder Woman? No
that's
bias.
hard.
No bias, bro.
I don't want to say Wonder Woman. You just said that maybe you don't like Wonder Woman as much because You're a guy, and I don't want to say Wonder Woman because I'm a girl. Like,
well, yeah, just pick what you think is a better movie. It's just because you can be honest, and if you think Civil War is better, then obviously you think it's better than Wonder Woman. That doesn't have to shit on Wonder Woman. This is just a lifeline.
I think Wonder Woman.
What?
You think it's better than Civil War?
No, I'm just kidding. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Civil War is the
I
one.
mean, I
it's
like
pretty
Civil
much
War,
like-
but I think it's because I've seen it so many times.
Which is a
And
better
so,
movie, though? It's not which
I don't
movie
know.
you've seen less. I'm not trying to change your
I don't
opinion. I'm just if you think it's Wonder Woman,
Yeah, you are.
no. If you think it's Wonder Woman, I'll advance Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. I just wanted to get an opinion, a lifeline in here. So is that your final pick?
I think Wonder Woman just because like it's a little bit different, obviously, than what they've done with other DC movies, and then the Captain America movies all kind of do like the
Sexist
same
answer.
thing, but like that's just MCU.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the Wonder Woman a little bit more. It was something different, and it was when DC really actually stepped up more so to the plate.
Yeah.
Gave something more solid.
So it's
I
better.
don't know, and it makes me like excited because I'm really excited for the next one to come out too.
All right, Emily. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And you brought Wonder Woman back from the dead.
Yeah, it actually got voted out.
You brought her back from the dead. She was voted out, but she's now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. All right, Emily. We'll see you after the cast.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye. All right.
Dude, I think
Emily has brought
brought it back, but it's gonna. I think it's gonna die anyways because it's up
gonna
against
die
Empire.
right away. Either one would have died, but you know what? Whatever. Wonder Woman has passed.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, after this, actually, we can. I mean, anyone that's listening is probably writing down the movies they want to see.
Yeah, write this shit down. All right. So, since Wonder Woman has now passed up Civil War, Empire Strikes Back versus Wonder Woman. I'm going to pick Empire.
A real head scratcher there.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is better than Wonder Woman. Sorry. Don't need to call Emily for that one.
Just call her back. It's like, hey, got voted out.
Got voted up right away. Right after I hung up, it was out. Back to the Future versus E.T.
Back.
Yeah, I agree. I love Back to the Future. It's a great movie.
Dude, what a crazy plot.
Yeah.
They're both crazy plots, actually.
Back to Future. Endgame. Ooh. You know, actually, they're both good, but come on. You know what? I don't want to. Damn this pen, Nick.
Grab another one.
No, I got it.
Grab another pen, bro.
Dude, look at the ink. It
can't
should be
write?
fine. It should be fine.
Can't write, bro?
And okay, Endgame saw, you know, Terminator 2. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm going Endgame. I thought about it, and to be honest with you, the only reason why I'm picking Endgame is because of my theater experience. When I was in the theater,
Actually, yeah.
everybody was so excited. Throughout the whole film, everybody was clapping, high-fiving each other. No one was sleeping.
Some guy passed out, dude. He was just like,
Dude, yeah, the ending. Oh my
I saw it
god.
with y'all, didn't
I don't know.
I? Oh, no, I did.
No, you were in El Paso.
I saw it with my friend Tommy. Still, it was really good.
Yeah, dude, the theater was alive.
Have you ever seen the international theaters like in India? They're just like, dude, you can't even like hear the dialogue and shit. I mean, they got subtitles, but still, dude, they go fucking insane. Like it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and-
pretty much just the Super Bowl of movies. But
My
damn.
next one up is Infinity War versus Private Ryan. I'm sorry, Hanks, but I think Infinity War is better than Saving You.
That's great.
It is. All right, Infinity has passed up. I'm passing it back to Nick. We're in the top four on Nick's side, top four on my side. So we're gonna get to the finals very soon. Nick's got first up.
I'm gonna go
Read it out, bro. They don't know what it is.
Jurassic Park versus Finding Nemo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with
Who that joint is?
Jurassic Park.
Over Nemo? They
Fuck yeah.
touched the butt, bro.
Oh, you no.
No, you're right. We changed that. You and Nick guys, the Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight versus Raiders of the Lost Ark,
yeah, the
which
Dark
I
Knight.
fought for since it's been on the bracket.
What's better?
Dude, I mean,
I
I know what is better.
I think it's a.
I'm gonna pick the Dark Knight. I love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but I never saw it in theaters. Heath Ledger is a crazy ass good performance.
Let me tell you my greatest regret in life as you put The Dark Knight Rises advancing. My greatest regret in life is
Oh, I
not.
thought you were saying I'm regretting this.
No.
I'm like, damn, bro. That's my fucking opinion.
My biggest regret in life.
You never saw it in theaters?
Yeah, I did not.
Dude, I remember being there freaking 13 with the poster. I was like, oh
Dude,
my god.
My biggest regret was not seeing The Dark Knight in theaters on opening night. I can't imagine. I bet you it was insane. I bet you it was maybe on par with Endgame or Infinity War, because
I vividly remember seeing him take off the mask when he's in the bank.
I can
and
imagine
seeing his
how
face, and I was like,
I could imagine how the crowd reacted, man.
dude, holy shit, I was like 13 or 12.
That's what I'm saying, man. And I missed out.
My parents let me see that. That's right, they came with me because it was PG-13.
Wait, that movie came out in 2008. Nick, you would have been like 8.
Oh, 2008?
I think so.
When did the first one come out? 2005?
2005.
Damn,
bro.
so I was 8.
Damn, Nick, how'd you get in, bro?
My parents, bro. Actually, wait, how did I get in?
They don't care. I think PG-13, they just keep it PG.
Yeah,
They're like, I don't give a shit. Like, they're not. 13-year-olds don't even have IDs. They're not gonna be let me see your ID.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so The Dark Knight and Jurassic Park made it to my finals.
Yeah, let's go, bro. I'm gonna do this real quick. We got Empire versus Back to the Future. I have to go Empire. I'm sorry, Marty McFly.
Just a chicken.
I love that movie, man, but
I have the whole like box. You know, Christian told me the third one is really good too, which is when they go to the Old West.
I don't think it is.
I think the second one's better when like he goes to that alt reality.
I think the first one's the best one. I think second one was a pretty good follow up. I think first one's still the best, but the third one I think
It's pretty much like a spaghetti western.
This is a good one. I got Endgame versus Infinity War. Both connected, both very good.
Can I give my answer first?
I mean, it's probably gonna be the same as mine, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna go with Infinity War.
I am as well. Endgame had an amazing ending. It was the big culmination of years of work.
Everything. So many callbacks.
But as a movie, we're talking strictly as a movie based
like structure, right?
on structure, on plot, on everything that goes into making a movie. Endgame was very, and this isn't a bad thing because it's a good movie, but Endgame is very fan servicey. It serviced the fans a lot, the same way Rise of Skywalker did in a kind of way. But that's what it did. They had a lot of callbacks. If you've seen all the movies, this was a fans movie, you know. That's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. Very good. But as a movie, Infinity War subverted the expectations, and it was...
Where's the SD card?
You lost the SD card, bro?
No, this one's full.
Fuck, man. Hey, ask Jaden. He had it.
Right, dude.
We got our cameraman Adam out here.
Oh, there it is.
He left it on the bed. All right. No, yeah. But anyway, I'm picking Infinity War just because it's a better movie. The ending nobody was expecting. Everyone goes off and does their own things. It was the first time we saw someone like the Guardians come into contact with the Avengers. We saw Spider-Man in space. We saw Thanos for the first time in action. He was in other movies, but we just really saw him beat some dudes' asses out here.
Dude.
Great movie.
Dude, plus, nothing will make me fucking jump out of my seat more. Maybe when Cap picked up Mjolnir.
That was
But when
good.
fucking Thor like comes into Wakanda, dude.
Oh, yeah, out of nowhere.
Dude,
Pulled up.
fucking jizzed.
Groot.
Dude, plus the interactions, too, between these characters we've seen for so long.
First time that we got any of that.
Oh, okay.
All right, Nick, your final two. These are going to the finals against my finals.
Jurassic Park versus The Dark Knight.
Wow, the Jurassic Park really made it all the way to the finals. Amazing.
It's so original and good, dude.
Yeah, classic.
Stop saying that because The Dark Knight. I just talked about
They're
how
both
it's...
classics. They're
I
both
mean,
gonna
if
be
I
classics.
talk...
20 years from now,
It's pretty
people are
much
gonna
like,
say,
is Raiders better than Jurassic to me? Of course it is. And if The Dark Knight beat out Raiders, then by that,
Ooh.
The Dark Knight is better than Jurassic.
Well, you know they're both classics. Jurassic's a classic because it's been out for longer than The Dark Knight. 20 years from now, we're going to look at The Dark Knight and be like, man, what a classic. The sheer acting level of Heath against Bale.
I think The Dark Knight
Ooh.
is going to take the spot above Jurassic Park.
Let's go.
Jurassic Park is still good, but
This list is so much better than Rotten Tomatoes list.
I know.
They had like 4 Star Wars in the
We got to
final
send this
4.
to them.
This is what the list should have looked like. So you guys know.
Yeah. Who's working at Rotten Tomatoes, huh?
What?
The only chick I know is that Naz Perez girl who always gives news.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, welcome back, Rotten Tomatoes. No, I didn't mean to shit on her.
Welcome back, Rotten Tomatoes.
She's pretty cool. She's cool. I wonder I low-key want to become one of those people who are like internet personalities that like give news and shit.
Welcome back.
All right, so just do what I did,
Dark
and we'll
Knight.
circle whichever one wins. Okay.
Wancha? All right.
Oh, this is actually pretty good. Infinity War versus Empire. It's pretty much like modern classics mixed with like classics.
Yeah, that is true. They're both like that. Damn it, Nick, this fucking pen.
What do you want me to do? I said grab another one.
Nah, we
bro.
good.
I think it's the only pen in the world.
Okay, I have
This is a
The
good face.
Empire Strikes Back versus Infinity War.
Pick yours, and I'll pull up the original list, and we'll look at what the two final ones were. Because
Dude,
I don't think it was these.
I don't
ones.
think either of these made the final. Actually, no, Empire.
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. I know
Empire
it
did.
was it was pretty much Star Wars versus Star Wars. I think
Yeah.
Return of the Jedi, which I took out like in the first round,
Damn.
made it to the last one.
Damn.
Hey, bruh. Versus
People-
versus fucking
What-
Jurassic.
People voted it just because it's Star Wars, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is a hard one for me
This
because
is a hot take.
it is. Everyone knows I'm the king of hot takes here on the cast. Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars movie without question. If you question this, if you think anything else is better, you're wrong. Sorry. It's just straight up. If you pick anything else as your top Star Wars movie, you're just wrong. This is the best one.
You're
Structurally,
not watching it right.
as a
That's what-
story, it's just how it is. That same thing can be said, I believe.
Infinity War is the best freaking Avengers movie.
It's
to
the
me.
best Avengers movie. It's arguably the best MCU movie. That's debatable, though. The other Avengers, it's
I'd
not
say
debatable.
it's top two, but not
It definitely is.
top three. Definitely.
It's people can argue for it. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So we got two top tier.
Pretty much
picks.
Star Wars, the creme de la creme of Star Wars and the MCU.
Now let me think here. Empire. You know what? What's crazy is they both do the same thing. At the end, the bad guys win.
Wow.
They both do the same thing. At the end, the bad guys win. The heroes are left wondering, what next? What do we do? Which is amazing because not many movies do that. And that's why these two made my top. I love when they subvert the audience's expectations.
That's how you do it, Ryan Johnson. Are you watching? You
And
probably got making shit move. Actually, no, you made
he
Knives
made
Out.
Knives Out.
I forgive you.
Gotta-
Keep doing that.
Got our girl Anna in
Work
there.
on the sequel, bro.
Let's see. Infinity War. How did that end? Oh, yeah, okay. So they did that. And they're
We just
in
talked
Wakanda.
about it.
Yeah. I'm really thinking. I don't want to just pick one off the top of my head. I'm thinking about everything. Thinking about actors.
Dude,
What's amazing?
Think
though-
about what Infinity War is, dude. Honestly, Star Wars, Empire, the best. But I think Infinity War in terms of summer movie. Oh, fuck, but I wish these were flipped, dude. It would be so much easier if it was flipped.
That is true. You know,
Because Empire versus The Dark Knight, and then Jurassic versus Infinity War.
yeah, I would definitely pick. That would be easier for me. You know, I think Empire came out like in
70. Oh,
no, it came out in 80. I think
Like 84?
1980. I believe it came just right on the dot of 1980. If I'm correct.
let me check for you.
Infinity War came out in 2018, I believe.
Yeah, 2018.
I had just graduated. I was just actually about to graduate.
Oh, yeah, it did release in the summer. I actually released 2 weeks ago.
1980.
About 2 weeks ago.
I'm taking some time on this one.
Oh,
Sorry.
dang. This movie's 40 years old now.
That's what I'm saying. It's very old. This one's more new.
Well, which one would you say holds up in rewatch?
They both hold up. That's the thing. I love Empire. I love the beginning. I love how it goes to multiple areas. They fight. The hand is lost. The reveal of Darth Vader being his father.
Dude, that
Chef kissing on that. Amazing. Infinity War. We see Doctor Strange and Iron Man interact.
dude, Infinity War was when Doctor Strange went off, bro.
I
That's
love
when we
that
saw
scene.
that, dude.
I
I've
love
never seen that. I don't know. I'm leaning towards Infinity War because I was in theaters for that, dude,
Yeah,
and also in terms of a summer movie, I could rewatch it like as much as I want.
that is true. That is true.
And plus, being in the top 4, like you kind of already won, bro.
What is it going against? The Dark Knight? Ooh, this is so good. You know, it's at this point it comes down to what do I think is the better movie,
Yeah,
and I think both movies are very good in their own ways. similar.
You could just choose both, and we'll just do a freaking trifecta.
I
We'll
think
just end it like that.
in terms of story, writing the story, what happens in the story.
Honestly, too. Sorry, you got to think about that. Empire is the sequel. It's only the second movie in the whole Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Infinity War is like the 20th
Exactly.
or 21st movie.
Had a lot of build up to it.
Yeah. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not gonna say what I think, but yeah, bro. My side was kind of easy. Not gonna lie. If we switched sides, I would have been fucking like taking forever.
Ooh, you know, I'm the king of hot takes.
You said that for every bracket you've done.
But even the king cannot dispute
Whoa.
with Empire.
Oh, okay. Damn, I thought it was gonna be Empire versus The Dark Knight. This is good.
There you go, Nick.
I'm gonna write the whole title, bro. Put some
Oh, yeah.
respect. You're just like Empire.
The Empire Strikes Back takes it above Infinity War in my eyes.
And we know what it is. No, it's fine. All right, so it's The Dark Knight versus Empire Strikes Back.
Amazing.
Now, hold up, we didn't even title this, bro. This is freaking Graphs 101. So we can kind of like now collaborate on this I guess, choice.
Yeah, it's the final. We got Nick's side, the Dark Knight.
Honestly,
made it to the final. And on my side.
Damn, I really wanted Infinity War to go.
You know, I almost put it there, but then what put Empire above it to me?
Because when I think of summer movies, I think like
I think of that too. If I were
it came
going
out in May as well.
straight summer,
Came out the same time.
yeah, if I was going straight summer, I might have taken that. But I'm going based off of what movie is better in my eyes. They're both amazing. I picked Empire because it came out 40 years ago and it still holds up. This has been out for only 2 years. It was very good. It had a lot building up to it, about 10 years worth of movies almost. Actually, no, straight up 10 years worth of movies. This one had about one movie in front of it exactly. And it just did everything that Infinity War does 40 years in advance with less technology, less CGI, more an original story. This was based on comics. That's fine if you can do it right, make it your own. But to me, I think that since it did it first and did it 40 years ago and it still holds up, that's the only reason why. If they came out in the same year, I probably would have picked Infinity War.
Okay.
That's how I picked. I was close to picking Infinity War, but
All right.
gotta honor the classics, and that's
Because I was going off of in terms of summer movies. Like, I wouldn't watch. Like, I mean, Titanic could be a summer movie. I'm trying to think of a movie that's like not. Oh, man, what's a movie that's like not fit for this summer?
Mr. Bean.
What? Oh, dude, classic. All right, so we got 2 movie sequels here, like
That's
great
true.
directors.
Ooh.
Both 2 totally different tones. One of them's full of jokes and space monkeys and shit, and this one's very real Batman, very philosophical as well, and amazing performances in both. I think those are very unique stories. I think
They
the
are.
stories got more unique as we went on.
I know my
And
pick.
fucking dinosaurs and sharks and what is it, superheroes and
Yes.
poop-looking aliens.
Yes.
Back to the Future. Damn.
Yeah, I know what I pick. I know what I think is better. What I would pick as the champion. Do you know, Nick?
I think I do.
Do you want to say it into the mic at the same time at 3 and see if we're both right or if we both agree or if we're at arms?
All right, say the full title.
Okay. Like win on 3?
Yeah, like
Right.
no, 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. The Dark Knight.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh my god, we flipped?
Yeah. Wait, did you flip your answer like right when?
I picked The Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, but
What is your reason for the Empire?
because I'm thinking in terms of like a summer movie, dude.
Okay,
As in-
I'm thinking just movie. If you're going, I mean,
Just
I know there's
summer.
summer movies, but
Actually, let's
like
go to what Rotten Tomatoes.
they picked
finals.
Empire.
Oh shit, Raiders made it,
It
dude.
was Raiders versus Empire in their list.
Oh wait, never
It
mind.
beat out. It,
I zoomed in and it was like Raiders versus Empire.
Oh no, damn! Return of the Jedi beat out Raiders in their list. Damn, fucking dude, the Dark Knight got beat out so early.
Damn, dude, I could have beat it out. That came off weird. Damn, dude. I'm thinking in terms of summer movie because
Okay.
in terms of any movie, The Dark Knight is amazing.
Yeah.
It's borderline perfect.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a movie that you can rewatch with your friends, have fun with, like Kickback, like I think of The Empire Strikes Back because
with that argument, I would agree with that. I was picking it based off
if they're gonna show if they released both The Dark Knight and Empire Strikes Back, and I were to pick one to go see first, I would pick The Empire Strikes Back, and then maybe I'd go with less friends to go see The Dark Knight that actually enjoy like cinema,
Okay.
Because I'm thinking like.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And the reason why I picked The Dark Knight...
film as a whole.
Exactly.
Cinema, The Dark
That's
Knight.
how I was picking all my films.
Okay,
all
well, I
my
was picking
picks.
it from summer.
I was picking
what fits
based
summer
on
best.
cinema, how it was made, everything into the movie.
Because I didn't list summer. Well, I think, honestly, you did a good job with these two.
That's what I was going based off of, on what I think is the better cinema movie, the better
Well, with that being
acting.
said, would you change Infinity War for... Damn, did you catch it?
I don't know, I might have... Oh, fuck me.
Dude, why did you kill it?
I don't know, I didn't think I caught it, I had to check.
This dude caught a fly, bro. For anyone listening. Have you ever seen that Breaking Bad? You watch Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Has that one episode he just spends it chasing a fly around?
Yeah, dude, it's what you gotta do.
was-
Can't be no contamination.
Yeah, pretty much. So in terms of a summer
If it's
movie...
summer movie, if you want to go off that, sure, I'll let The Empire Strikes Back take it. I agree. Summer movie, I agree with that analogy.
But would you change your answer to Infinity War?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can't change it now.
Yeah.
So,
I would.
I think we've actually kind of reached a consensus.
we did.
In terms of cinema and the art of filmmaking,
The Dark Knight.
and underlying themes,
Knight.
and character development,
The Knight.
and symbolism,
The Knight.
especially Harvey Dent, dude. Like, are you
the
serious?
Knight.
The Dark Knight.
Where is she?
Don't exit the podcast now. Listen, The Dark Knight beats out most films. Actually, a lot of films
Indeed.
in what DC can do in terms of storytelling. But in terms of a summer movie that you would want to watch with your friends, you're like summertime,
Just
chill
wanna
out,
lay back, cool,
yeah,
kicking it, chill out.
yeah. Like I wouldn't watch The Dark Knight with people I just met. I mean, actually, you could if you want to see what kind of person they are. But I think The Empire Strikes Back is an overall better summer movie. That's actually weird. I think we would only be picking one. So I'm gonna.
So you're going based off summer movies.
I'm gonna list better film, and then put better. You want to call it a flick?
a better flick.
I mean, isn't flick a movie kind of like where it's like not high budget? It's kind of just like a. Let's look up what a flick is.
That's probably what it is. It's probably just a
Well, Empire's not a flick.
little term. You know how it is.
Let's see. Yeah, a motion picture, like a Hollywood action flick. Damn. Yeah. So Dark Knight's better film. The Empire is a better summer movie. Which is kind of weird. Like we flipped it because you were basing this off all of movies, and the better film is on my side.
That is true. That's
and then
weird.
I was basing this all summer movies, and it's on your side. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've reached a consensus. Like
This was very fun. I would like to do this
Yeah, this is
again.
actually really cool. I would like
But-
to.
I would definitely suggest let's not start with 32. Let's start with 16.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for bearing with us through that rough.
There's a lot of movies to go
We
through.
spent so much time too.
Yeah.
The Fugitive. Let me go through some movies I think you should see that I kind of took out early. The Fugitive is really good. Harrison Ford's in it. I also think Smokey and the. No, I was playing. Animal House is really good, and then
Go see Animal Farm.
wait, is this Ghost or Ghostbusters?
That's
I took
Ghost.
Ghostbusters out early to Finding Nemo, but that is also a good film.
It's a controversial take right there, Nick.
Is any hell nah, bro?
They're both
That's
very,
my take.
both very good.
Yeah, they're all really good. Is there any films you want to shout out that you kind of took early?
That I took early.
Yeah, I took them out.
Most of them were kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They seem kind of easy to you, except when it
Mine
got to
mine were very easy.
Civil War and Wonder Woman.
That was the
only one
hardest one.
You really paused on.
Let's see. Nope.
You don't want to shout anyone out?
These all look kind
What
of.
about Forrest Gump?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Forrest Gump didn't make it. Go see Forrest Gump. That's a good one. Go see Grease.
Yes, thank you.
I
I was waiting for you to say that.
Fuck is. Oh no, you don't want to see that.
Dude, what the hell?
What?
Oh, okay. So Empire Strikes Back. We pretty much got the same winner, but we kind of agreed that. Yeah,
I took Dark Knight Rises out on the very first round. They had it go all the way to like the semifinal against Empire. and then it lost to Empire. So where Infinity War took it in my book, they had Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, see, look at their shit. They had fucking Revenge of the Sith beat out Terminator 2, beat out Endgame, and it only lost to Dark Knight Rises. Do you think these people just thought the Dark Knight Rises was the Dark Knight? Because the names are very similar.
Yeah, for a second, I just looked at this and I was like, wait, how is the Dark Knight on your side? And I was like, oh, it's the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, the name is only one word.
And then we got to talk about this fucking Shrek the Third thing going on. I'm still not over that. Like, I'd say the only similarity is Back to the Future made it pretty far. Empire made it pretty far. The Dark Knight took out the original Star Wars for me. And then Finding Nemo made it pretty far up until I had to decide between that or Raiders. Oh, yeah, I knocked out Return of the Jedi over Jurassic, I think. Yeah. Oh, and then Jaws. Man, Jaws would have been really good, too.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi went...
Yeah, shout out Jaws, dude.
They went too far.
Check out Jaws if you love practical
I think in their original, it was only voted because it's a Star Wars film. Return of the Jedi is good. To be honest with you, though, I'd say in the third act, it kind of falters. Just because, like, I don't want to see, like, teddy bears in the forest.
Come on,
It's too...
Dude, we gotta start tackling movie trilogies, actually.
There's a lot of trilogies out there.
We should do OG Star Wars. Bro.
Yeah, I don't even know, bro. I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you on that. I don't even know.
All right, so we did that.
That was pretty fun.
Long episode. If you're still here, thank you.
We definitely got to put timestamps. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's like when you edit it, I'll scroll through it and do it for you. I got you. And we're gonna be auctioning this off if anyone would like to buy it. Very
it's an in-depth
great illustration.
Yeah.
We gotta do more.
We should buy a I'm sure they sell them like a dry erase board that already has this stuff on it.
Damn.
I'm sure they have them made so you can go write in stuff, you know, and just put it in the background.
I could use my blackboard.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I got my goals on there.
Yeah.
Get thick.
That's under personality. Oh, personally.
Yeah, personal goals, academic, and then creatively.
Get thick. Yeah. You're right. All right. Anything else, Nikki?
No, this is pretty cool.
Sign this ting out.
Yeah.
Next week.
Thank you guys for listening. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Let us know in the comments what your favorite summer movie is or what you think should have won.
Yeah.
Honestly, anything that made it to the final 16 is all summer movie worthy. And then from Josh's side, it's cinema worthy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, subscribe.
Call me the cinephile.
That sounds weird. Cinephile. What does that even mean?
It means you're a cinephile.
Like a pedophile for cinema?
Yeah.
Or file just means like turned on. I don't know.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, go if you're on Apple Podcasts, subscribe, Spotify, subscribe. We're everywhere.
Wherever you at, follow.
Instagram and Twitter. Remember, please to check the link in the bio for how you can help with the Black Lives Matter movement. It pretty much takes you to a whole page where you can sign petitions, you can get information, you can get educated.
Donate.
Yeah, you can donate, and even if you can't, just share it.
No matter what, just share the link.
It might reach someone that can.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole thing.
Share that thing everywhere you can.
Yeah.
Because even if just sign the petitions, it just takes like one click. You can do that.
Yeah.
Makes a difference. Educate yourself. Do what you can. Yeah. And thanks everyone for being here. And yeah.
So chill out. This is the new setup.
Yeah, I like this setup. You know, it makes me feel
actually
very
pretty chill.
I like being on. Wait, when this is posted, am I gonna?
What?
I'm on the right side. Is it gonna be flipped when we're recording, or when we post it?
Why does it matter?
Oh my god, that's insane! I never realized that.
What?
We're looking at a picture of ourselves when this is posted on YouTube, and I'm sitting on the right side in terms of filming. But when I'm standing at the camera, I'm on the left side.
It's like a mirror, pretty much. I think it flips the image, but when I turn it back around, it's the normal one.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah. No, dude, that tripped me out for a second. I was like, I was questioning all life. All right, go subscribe on YouTube so you can see the list, see anything we show, see us open the G Fuel. You know, if you can, follow us everywhere. Even if you only listen on Apple or Spotify. Just do the one click, go like the video on YouTube. If you don't watch the whole thing, you can go like it, subscribe, And then
Share our stuff, dude.
yeah, share it. You know,
Trying to make something of this.
thanks everybody that's here that supports the podcast, and we got more content coming soon. That's more
New content.
content
yes.
related, not just podcast. This is the podcast. This content will be strictly on the YouTube page. So if you want to be ready for that, go to our YouTube page at Cosmic Kickback. Got new stuff coming out from your boys at the Cosmic Crew,
Maybe merch.
maybe. And yeah, we'll see you Cosmaniacs next time.
Oh god. I mean, that's actually not that.
Yeah.
Cosmonauts.
Cosmonauts, Cosmaniacs, Cosmophiles.
You fuck
right.
with the podcast.
Yeah, you're
All right.
yeah. All right, thanks for being here. We'll see you guys in the next episode.